Well,
really
I want to
liked
know
him.
why he can't pay. Like, if he's like, I'm struggling with money, I'd be like, that's fine.
Why can't you pay, bitch?
What? know.
What are the other reasons people can't pay other than struggling with money?
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network, but Sunday night, Feidelberg joined for Game of Stools. And if you're not watching if you're a Game of Thrones fan watching the Dragons, and you're not tuning into Game of Stools, you're missing out on the number one after show in the world right now.
Big time missing out.
I mean, that is when we popped on the stream and we first saw Clem dressed as George R. R. Martin, I fucking lost it, man. Feidelberg gave himself his wig, a haircut mid-show.
I do not recommend doing that ever again. It is all over my apartment.
I bet.
It was a long wig, and I trimmed a lot of it, and it is just fucking everywhere.
Today we got Danny DeVito on the podcast, which is
That's not bad.
No, pretty decent. Pretty decent. Danny DeVito comes on the show, and he talks about specific food stuff, if you will. I guess a bit of a condiment for 30 minutes, and it's amazing.
I don't think it's a condiment.
What would you call it?
Well, let's just say what it is. It's anchovies.
Okay, Danny
Danny
DeVito is obsessed with anchovies to the point that I don't want to ruin it, but he does BYO everywhere he goes to parties. Fucking anchovies. It was so Frank Reynolds.
It was
Like, Charlie, bring the anchovies. No, get the 2 bottles, because what if they want some too? Bring the anchovies.
He actually dropped them. You gotta mash them.
Yeah, mash them. He did say, like, we got to do the cooking show, by the way.
That's what I actually I repeated it when he said that, because do you know what scene it made me think of?
What?
When
Gail
Snails get him a hand job, he goes, you're just kind of mashing it.
So needless to say, if all this was going on, the interview is great. It's a very cute thing. It's like him and his daughter. They're doing this project together. They're both fucking so tiny, and this is the second time we've done Danny. But the first time was at Sirius, and he was doing the car wash.
It was in the morning too. It was like 8 a.m. I think.
He couldn't get in the chair. It was like a shitty day, and I think he just totally. Well, no, he actually nailed it, because he just talked about the April Fool's prank with Always Sunny, where they tried to trick him into doing a rape scene.
Multiple rapes.
Him getting raped.
Yeah.
That had to be pulled, and then we. Can we put that out again? I think that needs to be re-released.
It was part of our Dennis Reynolds interview, or Glenn Howerton interview at the
because
Oval Office, but I could go dig it up.
I think that just needs to be a solo thing of its own.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito breaking down the Always Sunny.
The one thing you wouldn't do on Sunday.
Yeah, the one thing you wouldn't do on
Look at that. We just created the YouTube right there.
We know what we're doing. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. Make sure you go get tickets. We are about to ramp up for our live shows again. We took a little bit of a little hiatus, but now we're going to come back at the end of this month or next month?
This month.
This month.
September,
This month is the OAR
Punk Ocean's
Calling Festival. So we're going to, that Thursday night in D.C., we're going to do our show, and then it's a couple hours to go to Ocean City, Maryland, where there's going to be the Pop Punk music festival with OAR and
Dave Matthews, Alanis Morissette,
Paramore,
Lumineers.
No, I mean, it's crazy.
No Paramore.
Oh,
no.
Who was I thinking of? I guess
Alanis.
Yeah.
Logic's there. Fucking bunch of people.
It's gonna be awesome. So go get tickets to that. And if you're on the West Coast, we're coming out in the next couple months. But we're gonna dive right into things. To start off, we had to bring the Mean Girls on because the Mean Girls are the new stars right now. Their podcast is skyrocketing, and they are going viral on Twitter, on social media, every fucking day, because because it's real. Like, if someone just like 2 girls were just like, I'm gonna make up shit and try to go viral, it would probably work for a little while, and then people would be like, you're just making this up. But you can hear in their tone and in their voice that they actually believe a lot of the stuff they're saying, and it makes it amazing because it's like men are from Mars, women are from Venus sort of thing. It's like they believe it. They
but
really
but
think what's
also
coming out of
like
their brain.
you can see the genuineness when we have them on. They're like, oh yeah, okay. Like,
and then
it's not.
And there are certainly things that we say that I'm sure they're like, what the fuck. So They came on. We'll get into it. It's brought to you by Game Time. The New York Mets, first place team. You want to go see them play? Get your tickets through Game Time. You want to go watch the second place Braves play? I don't know. I guess you could. Especially maybe go watch them play a team under 500 because that's the only team they can beat. You can get tickets to that as well. You can watch the Yankees free fall out of first place. You can go watch the Patriots just muck around the field for fucking 60 minutes. Yuck. Don't tell me you're positive. You're
Oh no, I
optimistic.
didn't even really see it.
Yeah, it
It's
was ugly.
I
I didn't see it either. I'm just going off what people said.
it's
I don't know why I'm lying.
It's it's what happens like every year in New York. I always forget. I'm like, oh fuck, I don't feel like going to a bar, and it's just not on TV.
Oh, right.
So I put it
right.
on Red Zone, and it was so bad that
I was gonna say they weren't in the Red
not
Zone.
on.
Yeah.
And Red Zone for the first half yesterday was atrocious. It ended up getting awesome, obviously, because it always does.
Yep.
But like, the first half was atrocious, and the Pats still couldn't get screen time.
Yeah,
It
that's when you know
it
it's
was ugly.
real bad. Yeah, 20-7, and it really doesn't even do it justice. It was a beatdown. So if you want to go to see any of those live events, or if you want to see music, anything that's live entertainment, you can get tickets through Game Time. The reason you should use Game Time is A, you can get $20 off when you use the code KFC when you're checking out on the app. But B, they have the up-to-date technology that allows you to get your tickets at the very last second. And number two, they have the technology to get you the up-to-date pricing, up-to-the-minute pricing, so you can get the cheapest tickets available. So if someone put tickets on sale, they're not selling, it's almost game time, they drop the price all the way because they'd rather get something than nothing. Bam, you swoop in and get tickets for like $1. Literally, there are games you can go to for like $1.
I used it to go to the U.S. Open, to go to the Alcaraz Sinner match, and the woman sitting next to me was talking about how expensive her tickets were, and it's not what I paid.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to go through anybody else other than Game Time right now. So, download Game Time. It's the app. Go to the App Store, download it. Go to the Account tab. Create a login with your name like John Stinks 123. Feidelberg's a loser. And then you go use code KFC for $20 off your purchase. Download Game Time. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. Let's talk to Jordan and Alex.
Wait, by the way, I don't know if I told you that about at that match. I ended up like talking to, it was two girls and a guy sitting next to me. We talked a lot, and then like I think it was at the end of the third set, they were like, "We're leaving," and I was like, "Okay." and one of the girls goes, "Do you want to split Blade with us back to the city?"
Oh!
And I was like, "Fuck." Yeah, dude, like, really bad. But I couldn't leave. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of like locked into this match right now. Like,
Fuck, you should have done that though, I think.
I know.
Because that's the better story. Like, the tennis match is cool, but who knows what would have gone on. Actually, before we get into Alex and Jordan, I have like I would imagine maybe it could have even been the two same girls that we're talking about. I was in the city. I was driving from the city back home, and I was picking somebody up on the way back to Westchester. And they were at the bar, and they were like, there's actually some sort of like live music about to happen. Like, do you want to come in for a little bit? And I was like, I don't know. And then they said, it's a Rock Nation event. I'm like, what's like Rockefeller doing down here? Like, I don't know, whatever. I'm like, I really don't think I like should. I was in fucking Crocs, and I was dressed like, I dress on the weekends especially. And they were like, come, it'll be fun. Or like, at least like we'll scope it out. I'm like, okay. I get in there.
So you went into a bar in sweatpants and Crocs?
Yeah. But I think it played because everybody else in this group was wearing like a collared shirt and jeans and like a Patagonia vest. And they were like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah.
Like, is your party up there? And they were like, yes, no, I don't know. I walk in and I just breeze by. Now that might be because I also just walk past people like bouncers and like maitre d's. Like, I don't give a fuck what you have to say. But I think I look so silly that they just let me through because I get on the elevator with two chicks, one of which is wearing a patent leather outfit head to toe, big boots, like knee high over the knees, and then like this like strapless dress that almost had like arm like wings on it, all this patent leather shit, shades on, and then her friend had on like a Kanye mask, a lace mask like over her head. with you have.
Why did you get on? I wouldn't get on that elevator. I'd be like, I'm on like.
Do we have any glasses or sunglasses? Yeah, perfect. She was like this, and just like on, like the elevator, just like
Dude.
in a lace mask. I mean,
Were you on the elevator first?
We were waiting for the elevator together.
See, I would say you guys go ahead. I'm not getting on the elevator with you.
Why not?
Because they would terrify me.
Yes, correct. that was a trick question. I was testing you. Correct answer. I got on for the content, like the potential content, because I was like, but then I got scared about taking a picture or something because I was like, if they catch me, I don't know what's going to happen.
Can you see me?
Very, very little.
Okay, this is very bizarre.
Yeah, well, imagine being in an elevator when you didn't even think you were going out for the afternoon. So what was funny was the girl, the non-masked girl, had like a tag sticking out of her like outfit. So you could tell she was like gassed up for this. It ended up being a music video. Shout out to Floyd, the music artist Floyd. It was his music video was being shot there. So they were like dressed like,
He's gonna disavow that shout out.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let me tell you what happened. So we got there. They got there early. His music video was going off in like the afternoon, and late afternoon. So we were in before everything started. And so it's like me and a couple white girls and a couple Indian guys, and I'm old. I'm dressed in fucking Crocs, like totally out of place, but almost reverse in place.
How many Indian guys?
3. Two Indians, a Jew, and an Irishman, and a couple girls. And so Floyd comes over, and he was very, very nice. I thought he was gonna be like, you guys, you got to get the fuck out. He was like, just want to let you guys know, like the live music is about to start. You guys are welcome to stay and party with us, but like we are going to be like performing, so it's not going to be like a regular bar scene. And we were like, cool. Like we're going to stay here drinking like our seltzers because we're like lame white people.
He's like, no. I don't think you guys heard me.
Yeah,
I'm about to start. You can stay if you want.
It was a very much get the fuck out and don't make me kick you out. But the mask girl, she was something, dude. She was like slender and sexy and had on the mask, and I was like, what is under there? Like I'm sure right now there are people just scintillated at home being like,
it
is
the famous ski mask girl from
no
TikTok?
Because it was like lacy. It was like black lace.
I know exactly the kind of
but
mask
then
you're talking
sheer in the middle. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I do think actually her eyes were a little cut out. It wasn't like fully, but then she had glasses on over the holes, so she was just chilling. And like I don't know if she had short hair or a shaved head or she just tucked it all in, but there was no hair or anything. It was like almost like a bodysuit into a mask, and I was like, whoa.
I am very aroused.
Yeah, I was gonna say the type of girl you would absolutely fuck. But it was funny because the other girl's tag was sticking out, so she like ripped it and was like, helping her out. And that girl was like, "Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. Like, that she was like, this is my music video fit. Like, I'm about to get it off." And then it was like, "Oh my god, I have a tag."
Imagine that you have your big break and you got your fucking
tag.
Your tag from Forever 21.
Yeah. I almost said something, but I was a coward. But when she was like, "I'm so embarrassed," I almost said, "Look at me." Like, you're good. I almost said to her, if there's anybody embarrassed about their outfit in this elevator, it's me. But again, I was afraid. But I either it was just that I'm like, I just walked past and didn't give a shit, where those other guys might have been like, kind of like deer in headlights, like, where do I go? But I almost wonder if they were like, this guy must be here for like the event because this must be like some fucking avant-garde statement because no one would leave the house like this. But yeah, to ride up with the mask girl was unbelievable.
Week.
Yeah, it was Fashion Week, so like that's going on. So maybe my fashion is anti-fashion. I don't know.
I've had that happen once. I think I've told you before, where like, I went to, I forget the name of the restaurant. It was a steakhouse in on Wall Street. Were you looking for water?
Yeah. No, I'll find it.
Yeah. It was a steakhouse in Wall Street, and it's like it was very good, but it was like a kosher steakhouse. Like one of those ones like super Jewish where like you can see in the kitchen. Like I don't even know what that rule is, but like
probably because you have to like tell that a Jewish person's cooking it or something.
Someone explained it to me. I forget what the reasoning behind it is.
I think that really might be it.
Really?
I think one of the rules is that it has to be prepared by a Jewish person. So if you have like, a Mexican guy in the back cooking or something like that, they're gonna be like, that's not allowed.
That is. some real not subtle racism.
A lot of guys are chefs are Mexican.
No, not by you. I mean, like, better not be a Mexican back there cooking my food.
Well, I think that's part of kosher. Is like it's got to be, or it's got to be blessed by a rat. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not Jewish. What do you want me to do here, bud?
But I was at the steakhouse, and dude, I swear to God. First of all, now that I'm thinking about it, it was really mostly men. It was like it was a gay
it's a
Jewish
Wall Street
steakhouse. Yeah.
It's not gonna be crawling with bitches.
Like, it was. Everyone was in a full suit, like coming from fucking the floor, wherever they were doing.
Yep.
And I was the only person there in a sweatshirt, and like. Every time I got up to the bathroom, I was at the bar earlier before I got a table.
Right.
And like people were like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like it was like
You stick out, bro.
I was in a Kowloon sweatshirt.
Yeah, I mean, we probably stuck out equally, just in different directions. You know what I mean?
I like rolled up my sleeves. I had tattoos. Like we can't get buried in a cemetery. This guy's a badass.
All right, Mean Girls, Chivalry. Let's go. Okay, ready?
I don't know what we're talking about.
The Mean Girls are back. We were just talking about you guys. You guys don't miss.
I was gonna
Do not miss.
Steph Curry like. It's amazing.
100%. 100% from the field. Every clip is just
Kevin Durant like, I guess.
Money.
Whoever you want. Or somebody else.
everything is drumming up like debate and controversy and hate and love, and I don't even know if it's intentional, unintentional, like if the clips, of course you want the clips to get traction or whatever, but I feel like you girls wake up and like, what are we gonna say today to get the fucking puppets dancing? And just be like, Mean Girls pod, masturbating's cheating. Let's go. Put that out there.
You're welcome.
Just what are they gonna like today? You know? Just drop a bomb on the internet every fucking day. But I think the reason why it works is because it actually is all very genuine, and you all actually believe the crazy shit that's coming out of your mouths.
Sadly, it is genuine. Yeah. Like, it is cheating.
It is, yeah.
Well,
is
Alex is like, I still don't get what we're talking about.
Why are we here?
What do you mean we don't miss? At what?
What sport are we playing?
Well, the latest was that Chivalry's dead, and that lifeboats, if we were in a Titanic situation. You know what? You want to just roll a clip? Have you seen it, John?
I've seen it.
Yeah, okay.
I've seen it.
But
roll her anyway.
just roll it anyway.
Yeah,
Let's
yes,
give it a
Alex,
watch.
I have, because I'm a normal human being. I'm like you.
Because I didn't know on the Titanic when it was going down, literally, they on the lifeboats last night. I was like, well, who got on the lifeboats? Who'd we save?
Women and children.
So in today's age, if the boat was going down,
But wait,
do you think the
pause
same
for a
thing
second.
would-
Did you just learn right now that it was women and children first?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
She hasn't even seen the movie.
Oh,
You haven't seen the movie?
No. So I was like, I didn't know this.
She asked me.
That is the main
Since I watched
takeaway
it or
from the
not?
movie.
No.
Yeah.
I might watch it tonight.
Wait, okay, so you have not seen it, but we're just discussing the nature of this, like how it sank and what went on.
Somebody asked me, well, how would you have gone down? Would you have gotten on the boat, or would you have just like stayed with your husband and died? And I was like, what are the options?
Got it. Okay.
Happen?
I'd call for it.
I mean, I
Women
think
and children.
I think they're
supposed
get in
to.
line. I was thinking some guys would be like, well, listen, I run a Fortune 500 company. I need to be on the boat.
No, literally, I think that we would all have like the assumption that it would be that way, but I don't think men would do that.
I could see some guys being like, here's my tax returns. I'm getting on the boat.
No, literally, like I do more for this world than you. I'm getting on.
You're welcome. But I'm pregnant. I don't care. I was just thinking, like, would that still play?
I don't think so.
You think it'd be different?
Chivalry is almost dead.
Is
I
it
mean,
almost
here's
dead?
the thing, like
The guys I've dated.
You're not
guys
wrong.
I've dated. You're not wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. You're not wrong.
No.
You're not.
I'm really just trying to put myself in that position. And I'm like, well, does anybody
strangers.
know? Like, is there cameras filming? Would
Well,
would they
also-
know that I stepped on you to get on the lifeboat when we get back to dry land?
Well, these are strangers. Like,
Yeah.
why would you save a stranger?
Well, that's kind of, I mean, that's more my takeaway is like, I mean, I wouldn't have the heart if it was like a pregnant woman and her family and I'm just like, get the fuck out of the way. But if it's just like,
I'd
you're
be like-
about
I'd be like,
same
I'm
age
coming
as me, and yeah, right. Like, I don't know why I'm coming with.
If
Yeah.
I'd stand up for you on the subway which is nobody, then
That's kind of a good way to put
then
it.
I'd let you on the
That's
lifeboat.
really a good way. Also, though, it's the flip side because we're talking about like a life and death situation. And it's kind of like, look, you're not in great shape anyway. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
you're even if we get on the lifeboat, you might not make it. So don't take a, we still got to like row our way through the cold fucking northern Atlantic.
Who's gonna do the rowing?
We actually need you
does the
guys.
row.
That's true. That's
It should just
valid.
be a 50-50
We need
split.
you on
I
the
didn't
boat.
think about that part.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Just float there and complain?
Yeah, honestly, probably. Like, why isn't it going anywhere? Yeah, no, I think
They didn't even think to save themselves to save me. Chivalry's dead.
Honestly, it's like the airplanes. You put your mask on first and then save others.
Yeah.
We get on the
Oh.
boat first, and then if there's any room left, you guys can come too.
They do say that on airplanes.
They do say that.
True.
No, people were like, they're having a chivalry debate, but we're like, no, I think it's fine if you want to get on the boat.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you want to, if
Yeah.
you want
It's
to
not
live,
a-
that's fine.
It's not a bad
I do
thing.
too.
Yeah.
We're not
So-
sad. I do the same thing. I'm
Yeah.
not saving anyone besides myself.
But like, so the idea was you fill up all the boats we got with women and children, and then if there's anything else left over, the guys get on. That's how it worked.
But there were
Because
there's
again,
actually
who's
a good
gonna run the
assumption-
survival situation? We know it's not you guys.
No, all the poor people died. This
Well,
is what-
definitely.
Yeah,
Oh
for
yeah.
sure.
Listen.
in the first class.
Listen.
Yeah.
Man,
throw
man
any
or
story in
female.
history.
Male or
The poor
female,
people
the
died.
poors are dead. Okay, that's for
what
sure
they
happening.
said, right?
Yeah. No, you guys are fucking dead last. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they locked the poor people downstairs. They were like,
Yeah,
you
you-
don't even have a chance at saving yourselves. You're dead.
Yeah.
No, I.
Like literally, they cut that off, right?
Are you, no, I can't tell if you're joking.
No,
but
I
I didn't.
no,
No,
I'm
that's
being
serious.
They
serious.
left
Right? Okay,
sealed
okay.
because they were
Serious.
trying to like you have to hope you got to try to keep the boat floating as long as you can, so you seal off some shit. And it's like if you're pouring in the bottom, you're just getting sealed off. We're
you're
not
just
even.
Damn.
You're
Yeah,
done.
it's
Yeah,
a
that
tough one.
sucks.
And the
That's-
rich guys were coming with tax returns and stuff like that.
They came, right?
Yeah, like
what
I'm
his name is,
fucking-
But he's like throwing people off the boat.
yeah. But like, I say this about the walking on the right side of the street.
Oh, the
on the
sidewalk.
on the sidewalk. It's
Yeah.
like the one I saw was like he's a 10, but he walks on like the inside of the sidewalk, and it's like
He's a 10, but he doesn't know the sidewalk rule.
yes, it's like oh okay he's a 10, but I need him to get smashed by traffic jumping the curb in order for me to still think he's a 10. Fuck that.
Of all the chivalrous things, and that one is pretty absurd, but the old laying the jacket down in the puddle.
Yeah.
is
Obscene.
No, they wouldn't do that.
Dude, Google.
You've never
They
seen
did.
it?
You never seen
I
it?
know
Yeah.
in the olden days they did
But like,
that.
is that?
But like, how about how about ladies? You just walk around the puddle.
Yeah, how about that?
Why do I gotta ruin my
That's
jacket?
true. That's true. If anyone did
Also-
that now, I'd be like, that's weird.
I do. Hang on, I want to get it here.
Yeah.
We have a
Are you
lot
guys
of
paying for
rules.
dinner on night one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just wondering.
That's
I
like-
paid for dinner.
That's a.
But I will
All the
say
time.
that I
Yeah.
do
No.
that out of like yeah, here we go. Here's a
Oh, it's a big
let me
puddle.
get you over the puddle sort of thing.
She's like,
look how you could
figured it out.
absolutely step over that. If you can step over a jacket, you can step over the fucking
It's
puddle.
gonna sink, isn't it? Oh,
What?
Even better. That's what's up. See, that's the real embodiment. That's real life.
Yeah.
That's real life.
that
Let
is
me
real
let me
life.
put down the jacket. Whoops, I got scooped up in a Model T. I'm gonna bang this guy instead.
That's still true today.
Definitely.
That applies.
Definitely.
yeah. We have a lot of chivalry rules that never work.
I think a lot of chivalry.
Well, but do
I'll
you
do out of
understand? I think chivalry gets a good rap.
Yeah.
Chivalry is actually absurd.
definitely.
I am
Is
gonna
it?
come out right now. I'm staunchly
Anti-chivalry.
chivalry. Dude, 99% of chivalry has nothing to do with you chicks.
Yeah, classic
Oh.
girls making everything about you.
Rule. I
Please explain.
Yeah. Okay. I'll read you the
'Cause
10
think-
the
well-
10 rules of chivalry.
Well, think about it. It's about
Yeah.
being a knight. That had nothing to do with you bitches.
Yeah. Number one.
It had everything to do with you guys.
Yeah, we're out like these
Always
are
about
like
the
the
men.
rules to be like a knight to go like fight in battle and all that shit. Had nothing to do with dating.
It really has nothing to do with us.
Yeah. Oh, look how fucking shocked you are. Wait, this
No,
isn't about me.
This has nothing to do with me.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's about like
Here.
engagements of how to battle and being
Being a good
courageous and
person.
like
Well, that has a little to do with us. How you apply it to us.
yeah, that's what the yes. It's you're supposed to be like an upstanding moral knight, but it's all about like how to fucking joust and fight and like do it like all
I mean,
all
I'm
that
reading
kinda
the 10
shit.
Commandments right now.
Okay, read 'em.
Women aren't even mentioned.
No, of course they're not.
Not even number 10.
Also,
just
wait,
like
wait.
you guys don't even make the list.
Even think about it. You
We're not
think
good enough.
in medieval times they were like, let's make sure we're being nice to the women? In medieval times?
I know.
They were like, we
Care about
don't
us.
even care. Not even thinking about you.
Nobody gives a shit about women.
Like never attack from behind. What?
Yeah, right. These are the things that they're really.
Wait.
Thou shalt believe all that the church teaches, and thou shalt observe all its directions. 2, thou shalt defend the church.
Thou shalt defend the women.
3, no, it's not.
Nope.
Thou shalt always pay.
This is not a promise we ever made, and you guys gaslit us. You women were the first gaslighters.
How did it get so like tormented? How did it even become about us?
Yeah, who changed it?
Because girls just fucking talk about something until it's about them.
I hate chivalry.
There's a bunch of knights in the medieval time just being like, just shut the fuck up.
This is
Fine,
nothing to do
I'll
with
take you to
us.
dinner.
It's all about war.
Yes.
Ew.
This is
Yes.
stupid.
Chivalry's about like chopping heads off and shit.
Yeah,
how did you make
why
this
are we
about
even
us?
involved?
Yeah.
That's a question guys ask about a lot of things with you.
Wow.
Women are crazy.
Mean Girl Pod.
We really turned the corner here.
We are contradictory though, because we'll like start an
Always.
OnlyFans to make our own money, but then we're like, did you guys pay?
Yeah.
Well,
just
no,
like, it's a mess.
I genuinely think the problem with everything for guys right now is that we all have to be modern enough that we like let you vote and let you have a job and all that. No, but like
You know when chivalry was real popular? When guys came home and beat the shit out of their wives. And then they'd go to the office and be like, I'm chivalrous as hell. How about this? We stopped largely abuse.
yeah, that's chivalry.
That was pretty chivalrous of us.
We're still
do
living
abuse
off
us,
that one, okay?
We like you more when you abuse us too. We're like,
That's the other
he
thing
loves me.
Yeah.
He told me he loved me.
Those are the ones he loves the most.
I think
He hits me 'cause he
the
loves
hardest thing for guys now, Jesus. I think the hardest thing for guys is being like, you have to be a modern guy and accepting, independent women and having your own careers and all that shit. But then also when the time comes, you guys want us to flip the switch and want it to be old school. Yeah. And it's like, be a man about it. It's like, well, I haven't been being a man the whole fucking time here.
Be a man about it is short for die for me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, when the shit hits the fan and you really fucking
You die?
need something, well, you got to be a man about it. It's like, well, I've been like, helping you
We
with your
delete
career.
a lot of rules though.
But
over
then
time.
when we want to do what we want, you're supposed to let us do what we want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chivalry
no.
just applies
But
when we need
when
it.
we started, we had a lot of rules. But we don't have those rules as much anymore.
When you had like a list.
Yeah, we had a list of,
of
things
what
that, like,
what men are
need to
allowed.
do
Okay.
to be the perfect guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where-
most of the rules came from you.
Yeah, I'm not. You're married, so they should.
I have mine.
You already have a list of things.
You're married, you're
It's,
fine.
it's a billionaire, whatever.
The bank account
He's a
number.
billionaire.
check, and that's
Be
it.
rich.
Got it. Done.
It is one of them.
What have you checked off? Crossed off. I mean, not. You know what I mean? Like, got rid of.
I'm trying. Okay, so we're not so strict on the 3 6s anymore.
Okay, that
He
was
doesn't
once.
have to text you in a certain amount of time
Oh,
anymore.
does have to
because
text?
You had a number of texts.
Jordan.
Maybe.
sometimes there would be
Wait,
time.
a number of times or how fast?
Well, it was like before the date he has to text, and like after the date he has to text.
Before the time, before like noon
Oh,
on
before
this
noon,
day, he
yeah.
has to text
Also,
me.
I wasn't gonna go on the
and
date.
then 2 o'clock would roll around, and we'd be like, maybe we could be okay with it. And we were like, yeah.
2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
He texted the next day. It's fine. He was busy.
yeah. And it's like, oh, you didn't buy the Uber. I'm like, okay, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
Wait, buy you the Uber
Home?
Like if you sleep with a guy, you should buy you the Uber
In the
home.
morning?
Never.
or that night if you don't want to sleep over.
Right.
It's not that I'm against it. I just like it's the whole thing to take my
I
phone.
mean, they never
out.
do, so it's fine.
One time they did though, and you loved it.
Yes, but I don't. We didn't talk after that, so it didn't make a difference.
I feel like I think all of this is bullshit, and I think you guys should just fucking be adults and do your own shit. But I will buy you dinner, and I will get you the Uber.
See,
I will
why
do all
is that?
Because social pressure. Because I don't want two motherfuckers to go on a podcast and be like, so I went on a date with this guy, and he's a fucking scumbag who didn't buy my dinner or my car.
Burned to
It
the
is
ground.
funny. I mean, as a guy, I would imagine all of us, vast majority of us, like never once have I ever thought about like she's gonna pay for dinner or like she should buy my Uber. Like if I stayed at a girl's place, I would never in a million years be like, am I gonna get it or is she gonna get it? Like you're getting home your fucking self, dude. You know?
That would be crazy if you thought that.
Right?
But we think that.
Yeah, we think
which is
all
such
the time.
bullshit. And then with dinner, I'm like, I will always pay, but I'm like, but there might be a scenario where like a very insistent girl would be like, no, I want to pay for half or whatever, and I'd be like, okay, fine. But
I don't think I'd like that.
That's a trick.
yeah.
That's a
Like, will you
trick.
shut the hell up and let me buy
Yeah,
dinner?
That's a trick.
Right.
That
You
is-
know, like reach for the wallet,
Yeah.
and you're like,
I do that all the
I just
time.
like to sit there and see how slow the reach. I'm looking through my. I'll find my wallet.
You letter.
Here.
Yeah, and you're like,
Yeah.
no.
I have had it before though, where like the check came and like she didn't at least pretend,
Yeah, and that's annoying.
and I'll just be like standing there, like being like, all right, are you gonna fake it for a second?
test.
Right.
It is kind of awkward though sometimes, like if you don't know someone very well, being like, "No, I can pay." I know I've been in that situation.
No, it's not.
Yes,
It's very awkward
Yes,
to
that's
pay for
awkward.
something
It
that
is,
you
it's
just
uncomfortable
consumed or
because I don't
did.
want to
Or,
like insult you guys. I'm
Yeah.
like, let me
Yeah.
pay.
It is
Well,
kind of insulting.
yeah.
I would say this: it's probably not
I'm
insulting
poor,
for
you can
most guys.
pay.
I'm sure they'd be okay with it. You know?
What if you did pay?
Yes,
I paid more. I
I
paid way
think
too many
right
times in my
now
life.
it's probably feels like a trap if someone were to say like, no, for real, like I can pay for half the dinner, or I don't know, novel concept, maybe even all of it for a change.
It is my birthday after all.
Today's your birthday?
No,
Happy
no.
birthday. Dude.
I love chicks. I love chicks. They're the best. I think that most guys would think it's a trap, or I could see some guys kind of being like, it's like a macho thing. Like it is like
It's a macho. It's,
But
yeah.
I think a lot of guys who are like, especially you're in the city, you're younger, you're all kind of like scrapping by. It's like I gotta like drop like $250 to go to this nice restaurant. Like fuck, you know.
Right.
And it would be nice if you went half on it. But then I also think guys would be like, even if they said it's cool and it's fine, they're gonna go back home and tell their girlfriends, and their girlfriends are gonna be bitches about it, and they're gonna call me like a clown and a loser.
I have
Yeah.
a 3-date rule. Pay the first 3 dates and we can go halvesy. Another rule.
yeah, that's it.
And okay, so let's say you go on a date or a second date, and it's with like everything is like great,
No.
and then this dude's like, "You want to go half on this one?" You would be like, "Nope, you done."
It depends on the. It depends. I mean, like if he's all like a good person.
Everything's
Yeah, like
cashed
everything-
on the table
Oh,
with you.
then yeah, it's fine.
That's a rule you would break.
well, like
you really
I want to
liked
know
him.
why he can't pay. Like if he's like I'm struggling with money, I'd be like that's fine.
Why can't you pay, bitch?
What are the other reasons people can't pay other than struggling with money?
Well, if it's out of principle, I don't know.
How about that? How come you can't pay? Oh, I got like bills and rent and all this. How come you can't pay?
The economy
I'm
is
a
in
woman.
shambles.
Oh no.
I'm not super liquid right now.
Everything in my
It's a cash
life.
flow problem. You know?
We have to stop saying yes to coming on here.
I know. We just contradict ourselves all day.
We're like,
No,
that's not a
but I
bad
get that
point.
too because like I'm gonna contradict myself too in the sense that, like I was saying how I'd be like, shut up, I'm just gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
But like also, I think I've decided that I'm gonna start saying chivalry is dead. I'm just gonna pretend that chivalry was supposed to be you guys being nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, chivalry is about nice.
Yeah.
people.
Oh,
Wait, no.
us being nice? Whoa. I didn't sign up for that.
You guys don't have rules for girls, like if they do something.
They don't fuck us, we're out. They don't blow me on the first night, you're done.
Literally.
She had an opinion. I hate her.
Yeah, that was our thing. It was no daddy,
Oh, yeah.
no opinion, no
Voice?
gag reflex.
Yeah.
That was it. That was it.
I have. Wait, fuck. I was gonna say. What did you ask?
Yeah, what are our rules?
You have rules?
You have rules for girls.
You pay for dinner. You tuck me in. That's number 2. Can you make sure you tuck me in really tight?
You don't text too much.
No, I don't. No texting.
Zero.
He's off on texting.
But,
But like,
likes
do you
to
call then?
He
Because I
likes
think
to
if you
call.
like do have a phone call every once in a while, you don't need a text.
I'd much rather phone call.
Yeah.
I mean, we've beaten that to death. I say it
Alex
all
would
the
rather
time.
eat a
but-
light bulb than talk on the
Yeah,
phone.
don't call me.
I'm with you. Like
I
just
like
text
a
me.
good phone call with a guy. With a girl, don't talk to me.
See,
but I don't
yeah,
like
he's like phone call like all the time, not
Really?
even
Oh.
dating.
Yeah.
Like
All
he
the
just
time?
doesn't want
Just
text messages.
All the time?
Yeah,
I mean, like, look, I obviously text it, but like, it is.
he'd rather
it's-
not.
It's not
in
my
all
preference.
situations. He'd rather not.
I get panic attack. I had a panic attack this morning at 10:30.
I get panic.
People
when
were
the phone
texting
rings,
me too much.
I go.
Like a real
That's
panic
how I
attack.
with the phone call. I'm like, why?
Me too.
Like, if you
Like,
call
someone's
me, I'd be
dead.
like, oh my
Somebody's
god, I'm in
dead.
trouble.
Something's wrong.
She's
or-
like, quit it. You're leaving me.
Yes, yeah. That's
quitting.
we have
Yeah,
abandonment
well, we
issues.
are. I'm just gonna speak for myself here, but it sounds like we're all battered and broken here.
Yeah, we're all
if the phone rings and you all get very scared, there's a problem.
Yeah, that's
We're
something's
like
wrong.
a puppy dog that like the door slams and you're like, "Ah." Like, we're rescue puppies that don't know where everything's okay. I don't think there are many rules. I don't think guys have like rules.
Red flags? Anything?
Yeah, I guess like red flags. But
yeah, but the red flags are fucking yellow lights, dude.
yeah, and they're very movable.
That's
very like.
great.
I think it's more like
Like I'm gonna hurry up and get through this, but I'm not
If
gonna
she
stop.
has sex with me, it's a green flag and she's fine.
That's yeah. It's not like she better have sex with me by this date or like before this. It's just like if it hasn't happened by the time I would prefer it to happen, you're like fuck. You know what I mean?
I'll keep trying though.
But it's not like the list like cross it off and you're done. It's like
I can't imagine. Like I'm just thinking right now. I can't imagine what would have to happen for me to be like, this is a red flag. Don't go anywhere.
Wait,
I don't think it's
You
possible.
have to
I don't think it's
girls
possible.
get ghosted all the time?
I don't like I wouldn't stop trying to fuck Casey Anthony.
Oh my god! What?
She's a if Casey Anthony was like, you want to go to dinner? I'd be like, yeah, let's go to fucking dinner, Casey.
Okay, wait.
that's
But then why do girls
I just
get
want to say
ghosted
that's
all the
him.
time?
I'm out on Casey.
You know what I mean?
It actually depends on if if other people know.
Wait, what?
I would take Casey Anthony. Here's the deal. I'm taking Casey Anthony out on one date. Nobody gets to know, and I try to smash.
And I fuck her in the bathroom, and that's it.
Yeah, then I'm out, and then I'm good.
On the
I forgot
premise
what
of
she
that, you
looks
think
like.
she's hot or that she's crazy?
A little bit of both.
Well, she's
Okay.
definitely
You're intrigued.
definitely both.
This
Yeah.
is so
Yeah.
messed
Oh,
up.
I mean,
a great dinner conversation saves me $300 if things go awry.
So what is the last?
I mean, she's not. Yeah.
What is it? The trial?
No,
photos?
that one. That's a better one
Like,
where she's
find the
getting
pictures
like,
of her killing days. This is
Oh,
she's aged.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. He's getting
Right.
hot.
I
yeah, she's
think
cute.
yeah, that's the one.
There it
That is the
is.
one they
That's
always
the
show.
one.
That was like the one in
I think
the
that's
media.
in college or Ohio State.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
talk about the Buckeyes.
Oh my god.
I think yeah, there it is. Yep, Ohio State.
That was her first storm, not her second.
That's
What
the
do you
one.
think about Ryan Day's squad this year, Casey?
I always think how simple.
I would I say that I would, but when the chips were down, there's no way I
Yeah,
could
this
go
is
out
probably the
there.
opposite of yours, where
Yeah.
I might be making some jokes on a podcast.
Yeah, like I mean, come on. You don't want to. This is you want to take. No, go back one. That one, yeah. Like, come on, like we're having fun here. We're, this is a girl you want to take on a date.
That's chivalry. She'll fuck you.
and listen, John. If you get her pregnant, you know it's not a problem.
That's what I said. Save a couple.
Like,
Wait,
You know,
I have
you're
a
not-
question. Why do girls get ghosted so much, though, if you guys don't have red flags? Like, what just makes you not want them anymore?
I think
Genetics, probably.
like trillions of years of being hardwired to want to have multiple girls instead of
I
single
actually
girls.
don't know the answer to that, but it's just like
I think-
it's. We've said it before. It's what you girls did. You guys invented. You're good at branding. Girls are good marketers.
Yes.
And when you invented the ick, it's just like it's what happens to us all the time. Like, ooh, she does one thing I don't like, and I'm out.
Yeah, the ick has been,
But it's not like a real
around.
But
for
guess
a
what?
long
I'm
time.
always
We
called
just
an asshole for it.
Yes.
That's
Not,
true.
guys, I got the ick. Imagine you sat down with your boys at dinner. Like,
That's fair.
fellas,
Ick.
I got the ick so bad.
Can you imagine? Yeah, that combo. Guys, I have the ick.
It's because she cleaned with a white towel and she cleaned it in makeup. The first time I saw a girl clean off their makeup, I thought they shit the towel.
No. Oh, I bet.
Hit the towel.
I was like, what the hell? Did she wipe her ass with this fucking towel?
That would be daunting.
One example of getting the ick.
I can see why you'd think that, though. Makeup towels are disgusting.
They are disgusting. Yeah.
I think the ghosting probably primarily occurs after you hook up or before. Like,
Well,
have you
after
been
or
ghosted?
before?
Huh?
After or before?
He's asking like
Oh,
Yeah.
you're asking.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like
before, I guess, in this case.
Like you are talking for a little while,
guess we have
and then he
before.
just cuts it off, or you're talking for a little while, go on a date, and he cuts it off. You're talking for a little while, you go on a date, you fuck, and then he cuts it off. Like, where does the ghosting occur?
usually after, I don't think I've gone on a second date in over 3 years. So usually the first date.
And that's because of him. or
You were
though?
pumping some numbers. You haven't gone on a
Ripken
second
over here.
date in 3 years.
Yeah, I haven't gone on a
Why
date
is it
in a long
statistic?
time.
Yeah.
We might want to eliminate a few more of those rules. Then.
How many first dates do you think you've been on? Ballpark it for me.
Oh God, actually, probably not that many since COVID. Maybe like
Oh, that's true.
maybe
Like
like
eight?
8 this year.
Okay, but how many? You said 3 years. So how many in the last 3 years?
8.
Oh, okay.
But again, like 2 of those are going to be, you
I
want
would
to
say like,
go on dates.
and like
really,
50-50 ghosting, like 50% me, 50% them.
right? Okay. I was going to say, I mean, there's definitely a lot of times I think a guy has sex with a girl and then afterwards they just feel different. And it's just like, it
'Cause you-
sucks.
is it because you got what you
wanted? I don't know what it is. I just know I've experienced it, and I know a lot of my friends experience it, where they're just like, I really didn't think things were gonna like. I didn't plan this. I wasn't like, I'm gonna be nice and cute and do sweet things and enjoy our time together. and then fuck you and then ditch you. It was just like after it happened, everything changed. I don't know. It's something like biological, physiological, mental, emotional, whatever. It's
That's interesting,
immature.
though.
It's weird, but it's just like, and yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you just
feel
are like
like
afterwards, you just feel differently towards them.
You'd want to keep them around though, because then you could have sex with them more.
I know. It's
weird.
I think
just,
you got the treat, and then you're like, I want to find another one.
They always want what they
Well,
can
that's the biological part that
Yeah.
you know. Some people, I think some people lean on that one a little
Yeah,
bit much.
that male sluts like to say.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. It's my ancestors.
Yeah, right.
I ghosted you because of my great grandfather. But I don't know. But there just is sometimes where it's like
But yes.
I really didn't want this to happen. Like I wish I did feel the same way about you on the first date as we did afterwards. But sometimes that shit, like you just flip a switch and it's like fuck.
I feel like you guys are so simple but so complicated at the same time.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
He's like, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm like, so are we. We're probably worse.
Well, we're
No, you guys
complicated
are
and
just complicated and
complicated,
yes,
though. Yeah,
exactly.
they're simple but complicated. I'm
Yeah.
like, wow.
I feel like I should be more offended by that.
like it's so simple
But you know,
so
I mean,
complicated.
some guys are, you know, I'm sure there's a huge chunk of guys who are being assholes about it. But like, there have definitely been times where I'm like, I'm so sorry, like, but I can't help that
that's
that it,
nice.
yeah, like I did, because I think a lot of times
Have you ever like had that conversation? Where you're like, I don't know what to tell you.
No,
I just don't like you anymore.
I don't. But I've had the conversation afterwards of I've made up.
I feel like that's why ghosting happens because nobody
Yes.
wants to
'Cause
say
no one
that.
wants to
Right.
yes,
Yeah.
That's a horrible
but-
thing
I
to
don't
say.
go.
Yeah,
But,
ghosting is actually really nice if you
I
want to
don't
Very
do that.
chivalrous.
It's tough, you know. You say you don't want to be ghosted, but it's like, okay, you want the fucking answer? Like,
Oh.
we had sex and then I didn't like it anymore. Like, you don't want to hear that, do you?
Maybe.
I
Yeah.
kind of do.
Really?
I like when guys tell me they don't like me. It just makes I'm like, okay, cool, seal it, put it away.
Okay.
Like if they ghost me,
Questions.
I'm like, just
I
tell me you don't like me.
I think that would be a terrifying thing to do as a guy, because I think you're either gonna get you might be worried that they might react differently and like kind of crazy. I know we don't use that word, but there are times where
I wonder
like,
why.
I also don't know. Like sometimes if you think you can seal it, but then you might be like, well, I can change or I might be different. It's like I don't know if I want you to. I don't know though, but it's like
I've never
I think a
felt
lot of
that
times
Yeah,
guys
you
get.
fight back during breakup.
yeah, I've
you're like,
never
whoa,
done
whoa,
that.
we can't break up. Like,
That's worse,
You have to
right?
accept-
That's like way worse.
Yeah.
You gotta accept and walk away. You can't lose your dignity.
I think when people talk about like guys leading them on, I think sometimes guys are being assholes and like I'm just gonna do this until I fuck her. But then I think a lot of times it's like, yeah, I did like do that nice thing or give you that nice present or whatever, and then shit changed. I don't know,
Bro, if you're giving presents before fucking,
Not presents.
Yeah, I was
That's
gonna
not-
say
that's not a good
jam.
example.
Or like
That's
the
not a good
slow
example.
ghost,
But
where
if
they just
you
like
do like,
fizzle out.
if you're texting and you know texting a lot and you are being like cutesy or whatever, and it's like I don't know. In the moment I was feeling that way, and then afterwards I'm not. I don't know what
yeah,
the
your
fuck to
guys'
tell you.
emotion changed fast.
But I do think that's fair. At the moment, like you were feeling that way, and
Yeah.
then you did have sex, and then you would feel completely
I don't
different.
know why. I think it's a lot of guys who are like actually nice people deep down, but also just don't really know what to. I think of it like at my age now, I would know that is on the table to happen. You know what
Right. I mean, yeah,
I'd be
yeah,
like, I'm
yeah.
not going. Like, you probably are gonna be one of those people who afterwards, things will change, so I'm not gonna fuck you. Whereas when I was younger, I was just like, I'm gonna fuck you and see what happens. I will fuck all of you and just roll the dice.
I'm a gambling man, dude.
It's a numbers game.
Cast a
But
wide
now
net
I
here.
feel like I probably. I mean, as, you know, I say that, but then it's like, you know,
It's hot.
we all say a lot of things.
Right.
We just contradict each other.
right?
the time.
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, that's what having
Nice.
a podcast is.
yeah, yeah. That's all.
You said the
podcast is.
exact opposite last week. Yeah, I know. But I had
every
more
day.
ads this week, so I had to do something.
Gotta fill the air somehow. Anyway, this is all to say, get the fuck out of the way. I'm getting on the lifeboat. I think lifeboat should be first come, first serve.
I'm actually
that.
with you on that.
I respect that.
Yeah.
And save. Yeah. I agree.
See, I would be like first in line, and then like
Ladies,
people would be like,
after me.
yeah, they'd
After
be
you.
like, can I go? I'd be like, yeah, absolutely, sorry.
My
And another
bad.
one would come, I'd be like, oh no, after you, after
What
you,
I
sorry.
find to be very interesting is, I guess it's like a weight thing probably with the boat, right? But it's like there's a whole horde of people, and they're like, that's too many. Like you're too many. You're the last one.
Right.
Like you're telling me I can't just like get on top of you guys.
Yeah,
You know,
they've
like
got it,
no. It will. You are the one person that it's too late.
Like we're gonna be really uncomfortable if you do that.
We don't care if you live.
But we'll live. Yeah. What? It's your life.
Do you really like? Is it a necessity?
There's another one coming.
It's the very definition of the word. Yeah.
So don't go on the lifeboat, and also, and if you're floating on a fucking a door, you're not even gonna know it.
Yeah.
But try to let the guy on the door too.
It'll sink.
Well, at least give it a shot.
No. My life is more important.
Here you go.
I get that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's why you want to get on the lifeboat.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to ruin it for you.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Okay.
But
No.
Are we really not spoiling Titanic right now?
That is
We
why.
also asked if I've seen The Notebook too. That
I have not seen The Notebook, and I'm the biggest.
What?
I'm a hopeless romantic.
I got to take on The Notebook. I'm glad this came up. That's one of the most toxic relationships I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
But it's
horrible.
beautiful.
If you're a bird, I'm a
The
bird.
end, but then he also like swings at her several times.
Oh, the other way.
And we
Okay,
just
I
like
thought it was-
swings at
Ryan
we
Gosling.
love a little
Yeah.
abuse.
Gosling's throwing punches in The Notebook.
Yeah.
Actually hit
Get
her.
the
He doesn't
fuck
hit her.
outta
He
here.
swings past her, but it's like right
He
next to her
swings
head.
past her.
is it passion?
He
Yeah.
punches next to her head. No, they're in like a very heated
Oh,
argument.
next to her head.
Yeah, he really wasn't gonna hit
It's
her.
passion. It's passion.
He was waking
Yeah,
her
look
up.
at that.
You
It's
can't
one of
kiss
these,
like that
John.
unless you have some anger
Like
too.
you're up against the wall, and it's like, come on.
No, but they are like mid-fight, and then it turns.
And then they have
into, like-
sex.
He
Yeah.
loves her.
I don't understand
Everyone knows
that.
you have to go to the other room to punch the wall.
One room away, one wall in between you from the smashing of the bottles and the breaking of the windows and the punching of the wall.
But she's kind
You're
of
in the other room.
she's
What are
kind
you
of addicted
doing
to
in
him.
there?
Yes, she's a bitch too.
She is, because she lets money persuade her feelings.
Yeah. What kind of girls do
What
that?
kind of yeah?
She's
What
like-
loser is that?
What's his name in this movie? Noah.
Noah.
She's like,
yeah.
but Noah, the 3 6s, Noah. Oh
It's a
man.
great movie.
All
I
right.
can't believe
Well,
Gosling's throwing punches. In the Notebook.
Me either. We should watch it. That's upset. I'm upset.
That's
Should that
crazy
be?
town.
Should we do Guy Cry, or are we doing Guy Cry Wednesday? now?
Yeah, we
you
gotta
know
do
that
that
Guy Cry
Wednesday.
Wednesday?
You guys gonna cry tomorrow?
watch
Oh
The
yeah,
Notebook.
this should be. You do that.
No, we can't do Guy Cry Wednesday this week either because we got fucking upfronts.
Oh,
yeah.
yes. Yeah.
That.
Guy Cry. It will be Guy Cry Wednesday going forward though, because I'm gonna be honest, we're not gonna compete with NFL football.
Thursday night football. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
All right. Well, keep doing your thing, girls. Keep saying the crazy things that you say.
Thank
I wonder
you
what's
guys.
next. We should come up with some topics. I'm gonna come up with some topics that I think I want to hear you guys speak on.
We want to go.
That would be really
I
helpful.
was gonna say we want to go viral if we said it. We get canceled.
Oh, absolutely. No. There's you guys can say these things and
Yeah, can we just write an episode for you guys? You guys have to sit there reading it.
Ghostwriters, these two.
We'll both do the same episode.
You mean two girls doing a female podcast about love and dating? Ghostwritten? Never. Could never happen at Barstool Sports. Could never happen.
Oh wow.
All right, download the Mean Girls pod. Watch it on YouTube and anything else? Just Alex Bennett, Jordan Woodruff,
Yeah.
Jordan with a Y.
Yes, Jordan.
That'd be
with a
another
Y.
thing that'd be funny if it was Jordan with a Y.
Sophia
You have to
with an
specify
F.
what
Oh, I
letters
was
you
like,
spell your
why?
name with, and yeah. Anything else you guys want before you go?
No, just good to know that chivalry had nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
That my life is ruined.
Makes you feel better.
And wait, so when can Graham come on?
He hasn't responded, but
Okay.
he'll come.
You think he will?
Are you gonna roast him?
No.
Yeah, what are you
Good-
going to talk
It's good
about?
for him.
Alex.
Then he'll be here.
No, I think it'll be like I guess maybe when there's like a new. If we were all like a friend group and then you started dating him, like a new guy joining the friend group, and then it's like once that you know they're cool enough to hang out with just you and get rid of the girl, that's kind of the thing. Or like you're at a bachelor party and it's like I don't really know like the brother-in-law yet or the other friend group, but now we're gonna get some time with him without you around, you know?
Give the character some life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
we'll,
nice.
And we'll roast her, not him.
Oh, love.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be a good change.
And
Yeah.
you'll catch some ricochets. It'll be great for us. We're gonna have a blast.
I'm curious about how this episode
Graham,
will go now.
I'm gonna pour a couple fingers of whistle pig for Graham and loosen him up and be like, so tell me, When you're not allowed to masturbate to porn,
So you're
what
telling
goes
me-
through your brain?
Yeah, you don't masturbate? He'll be like, trick question. So I don't want to lie, but like I need to answer. Yeah, no, have him on. It'll be good.
Okay. We're gonna get this guy fired or some shit. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I know he has a real job.
Thanks, Jordan. Whose side are you on?
Graham's, obviously.
Team Graham. All right, girls. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you guys.
Awesome.
Who knew it's about nights?
All right. Thank you to Jordan and Alex for coming through. Always a pleasure to. I do like. I said this earlier. They're the only women that I've ever come across that I can convince them to change their minds. And I'm learning that they'll change their minds about anything if you push them a little bit. So it's not doesn't really count. But every other woman in my life, I'll be like, no, like chivalry's not about you, and they will just stick to the like saying that it is. Those girls all go, huh? I learned something new today.
Yeah. Oh, chivalry's not that.
How about that? Who
The,
fucking knew? Just a reminder, in case you are just so used to the Tuesday, Thursday schedule. There's already an episode out from Monday with Dan. We started our first week of three times a week, unless you're a real OG and you don't remember the quickies. But Dan came back and we did an episode with him, so you can go watch that. We talked about the 9/11 diner menu on that one. Did you see what the Mets did?
Can I
Marlins?
Can I say something real quick about 9/11 stuff? There's the in my family group text. For some reason, my brother's like a dad, and like he's just like, and he just said in the family group text like,
I could see that. He's just like your dad in like
yeah, he's
like
just
right
a little
away.
behind. He's like he's Charizard,
Right.
Or,
I don't know what that means, but yeah.
whatever, like the pre-evolution, like Charmeleon.
Got it.
But the he said like never forget, go Pat, or something like that. Some like I don't know, some text, and my mom replied, the Queen. and so my brother sent the gif of like the you know the ump like throwing someone out.
Yeah.
And he's replied with that, and she went, "Oh, Roger Clemens."
Geraldine.
And my dad just goes, "No, honey, the terrorist attack." And she went, "Oh yes, very somber."
Bro, she's unreal. My mom didn't realize it's my mom's birthday. Her birthday's 9/11, and
Her birthday's 9/11.
Yeah. And she didn't realize it until
That's a
like
tough one.
fucking. I'll tell you what. Hashtag never forget. There's two things about hashtag never forget. Number one, I think some people should forget. The people who remember try too hard. The menu was a perfect example. Down in the Mets game in Miami, the Marlins darkened the dirt to look like the towers. One had
Okay.
the antenna. One was just like plain in the batter's box.
What?
So people were just trampling all over the fucking towers. How insane is that? By like the second inning, it was just.
that is crazy.
Who
was it?
So this is something I can only really say on this pod because I thought like it was funny and we were. But somebody tweeted like, here comes Rojas around third. They're gonna send him. Throw comes in for center. Rojas dives into the plate. Swim move. Oh my God! A second Miguel Rojas has hit the second tower. I mean, what a fucking terrible idea that is.
I mean, like particularly like
Forget those people. Forget.
when like major league batters get in the even like before they get in the
fucking
box,
dirty
like
it
before
up.
the game starts,
Literally
they go,
on
like, they
purpose.
ruin the box.
They're like, I want to kill this dirt, man. The second thing I was going to say though is people are forgetting. I mean, people are forgetting. Yesterday was the littlest 9/11 fanfare I've ever seen in my life, and I call it fanfare because a lot of it is shitty and done for the wrong reasons. And the people who are somber and lost someone and really it affects them personally, of course they remember and go through their stuff. But like, we've just gotten to the point where a big chunk of society that is either on social media or out and about or working or whatever, like they're not affected by it.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, I'll go to that party, or yeah, I'll work today, or I'm just tweeting about the football game instead because it's just like you know what I mean? Like
That's what my dad called me. He's like, what's the city like today? I was like, what do you mean?
totally normal. Because there was a time where it was like the people who are contributing to media and all the things you read and see and all that went through it all. But now there's a bunch of like 20-somethings who,
That's a good point. Yeah.
you know. But that's also part of me was like, that's good? Like you've healed and The wound is if everybody walked around all day still fucking devastated about Pearl Harbor Day, it would be like, what the fuck are we doing here? You know, we got to move on as a country. And I say move on in in the most respectful way. It's like part of me almost feels like it's a sign of progress. You're not forgetting because it's like, I don't even know what fucking happened. It's like, we've just moved past it. Like,
I turned on the TV fucking it infuriates me so much with Spectrum how it just goes to channel 1 every time, and so New York 1 was on, and some politician was giving a speech at the towers, and I don't know, I didn't right away change the channel, kind of just sat there like I did the other. I watched a full baseball game the other night.
I heard a random game.
It was, I mean, to me, I was also very high, so like it was like one of those things that the remote was over there, and I was like, I don't think so. but anyway, so kind of similar situation, and some politician's giving a speech, and he's like, when these towers went down, like, we are brothers helping brother, blah blah blah. He's like, and I'll tell you, like, we need that today more than ever. And I was like, not more than ever, I don't think. I think we probably needed more of that day.
September 12th, it really needed it. It was really important that day. My favorite 9/11 story, I don't know if we told it on the podcast. I think I told you about it when I heard it on Shane Gillis's podcast. Louis J. Gomez rollerblading out of the city. He lived downtown, so it was like close to him. He strapped up his rollerblades and went across the George Washington Bridge into the suburbs of Jersey to get to his family. Imagine just and like there's like ambulances coming this way and traffic everywhere, and you're just.
I like the picture. You know how they do like slow motion walkaways with an explosion.
Yeah,
I like the
he has the pads on and everything on his hands. He's like, I got to get the fuck out of here. Very funny.
Little like 9/11 thing. The other day I was in the elevator, and like two old white guys, like 50 years old, were just in the elevator with me, and they're like, "You see, there's another fucking protest going on this week."
Oh, jeez.
And then the guy goes, "Yeah. Well, what the fuck this one about?" And he's like, "I don't know." They're just running around saying no means no, and he's like, "What does that mean? I don't get it." He's like, "Got to be something for 9/11."
Couldn't possibly be anything other than that. No means no.
That's actually what they said on Flight 93. they were misquoted.
Staying in. All right. Let me do a little 1 minute man segment here with you. We'll rattle through some topics for Johnny, then we'll get into voicemails, and then our interview with Danny. 1 minute man on KFC Radio is brought to you by Helix Sleep. Once you sleep in a Helix, you'll never be able to sleep in anything else ever again. So get it now, and it'll change your life forever. They have mattresses that will fit you personally, because you head over to Helix, and you can take a quiz that you explain what kind of sleeper you are. Do you sleep heavy? Do you sleep light? Do you roll over? Do you sleep on your stomach, on your back? Are you hot? Are you cold? Do you like the springs? Do you like the temperature controlled mattress? Whatever it may be, they know that everybody's different, and they will find one that fits you perfectly. When you take the sleep quiz over at helixsleep.com/KFC. When you go to that, make sure you use ours. That's helixsleep.com/KFC. You get up to $200 off on all mattress orders, plus 2 free pillows, which that's like another $200 at least right there. Go to helixsleep.com/KFC. With Helix, better sleep starts right now. We'll start. I know this is like kind of people have like fully rebelled against this and don't want to hear about it anymore. But the Kim Kardashian Ray J sex tape saga continues.
Oh.
And it continues because our boy Ray J is so fucking funny. And I feel for him. Kim started DMing him, and he went on IG Live and aired everything out. So this is how
you started DMing him like this weekend?
Yes, recently. And she's all like, we have kids now. I don't want this to harm any of us. Let's like get on the same page, and I want you to be happy, sort of thing. Then
why did she send that?
Well, I don't know. I don't know exactly where the convo started.
That was at least a decade ago, right?
Oh, at least I think it's like 15.
Yeah, because aren't they like season 18 of the show?
Yeah,
so it has to be 20 years ago.
Yeah, and
They do like 2 seasons a year on that.
but it is a long ass
Oh,
time
like
ago.
Survivor style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like 2006 or something like that.
February of 07.
07, yeah. But on the and maybe this is the reason why she's doing it, because when episodes air, they always paint him to be the villain, that he was like holding another tape hostage and Kanye had to go. So he was kind of like, what the fuck? Like you're telling me like let's get on the same page here, and then this shit airs and I'm the villain, and it kept boiling up, and Ray J just came out with all the receipts, and he had a IG live that went on for like I think like 45 minutes. He at one point, first of all, he can't read. And he says as much. He's like, yo, I can read. He goes, I just need my glasses. I can't, because he's reading his own DMs, and he's like, things will be different if we, fuck. He's like, I need my glasses. And they get his glasses.
You know who says things like, yo, I can read? People who can't fucking read, dude.
You said it best about Leah Michelle.
Yeah.
If there's a rumor you can't read, you can't read.
Yeah.
That is just like there is just no reason you would say that about me if I could read.
And
There's just no reason, right?
And, dude,
you know what we
Leah
should
Michelle,
do?
if we can talk real quick. Her also, she just came out and just didn't deny it. She's issued a statement where she didn't deny it.
What did she say?
She said, I knew all my lines. It's like, that's not what we
That's
said.
not what we're talking about. So that bitch really can't read.
Yeah. No one said you didn't know your lines. We said you can't read.
I think we should make up. Remember when we did the Jerry McNamara death hoax?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it worked. And I felt very bad about that, because it was like, even if one person saw that and it had their heart jump into their fucking throat that they thought someone was dead, that's fucked up. We should start a can't read hoax. Give it like 6 months, and we'll just pick a target and be like, Hollywood says that guy can't read.
Yeah, I
See
like
what
that.
happens. But he can't read. And then he proceeds to start a PowerPoint presentation. Like a big, either on the wall or on a giant cheap TV, they have a projector up. And
What?
they put up, you can see him moving the mouse around on his fucking desktop, and he's opening up files and shit. He opens up a contract. And now again, he could be fucking forging these documents, I suppose,
right.
but he opens up a contract, and he goes CSI Ray J on him. He brings out a note written from Kim to Courtney, and he starts doing handwriting analysis. And he called it a fingerprint. He kept going, look, the fingerprints match. But
Classic can't read.
there's a lot of fucking letters that are the same. That I was kind of like,
why does he have a letter? Why did Kim write a...
So it was to Courtney. It was like a birthday.
Yeah. Oh.
And I guess for whatever reason he had it. On the fucking contract, you see his signature. You don't see their signatures, but what you do see,
What's the contract?
they sold the sex tape.
Oh.
It wasn't
But it
leaked.
wasn't. This contract wasn't made before.
It was.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what he's saying. Like it was. So what the contract says is tape 1, tape 1 Cabo intro, tape 2 Cabo sex, tape 3 Santa Barbara sex, and he said that Chris set up a video shoot for them to shoot another sex tape as like insurance to make sure that they had a good one ready to go. And that
Why'd it have to be in a different location?
I think they were just back from Cabo.
Hey, lady, I'll just fuck your daughter twice in Cabo. How about that?
Well, I think they were on vacation at the time, and then they're back home, whatever. But he says, Chris said we're going with the second Cabo tape because it has like the best angles of Kim. That all and the way he proves it
down.
The way he proves it is by the handwriting, which is obviously, so it's not like, it's not going to hold up in a court of law unless a fucking handwriting forensics analysis guy did do that. But if you look at some of their A's and R's, I was like, those fucking look exactly the same. And maybe that can happen, but those look exactly the same. So I was like, I think that Chris, like, everyone's like, oh, she pimped out her daughters. Like, I think he might have really fucking done it.
I like that a lot.
You like that movie? I mean, at this point, it's like she edited your porn. She distributed it. She
Imagine you're just
produced
sitting
it.
there like fucking breaking down your daughter's sex tape.
Yeah. Or you threw it back on this one. Like, that one, that one you weren't looking in his eyes enough.
One of those bizarre families where it's like the mom like knocks on the bedroom in the morning being like we got breakfast in bed for both of you.
I'm a
It's
cool
like,
mom.
whoa,
Yeah,
get the fuck out of here.
Right. But the highlights, he did a Raycon ad read in the middle of his live. Such a legend. And at one point, a fly landed on him. You couldn't see it because he had like the phone on, and he goes like, "Oh, what the fuck was that? Holy shit, man!" He's like, "Did you see that? That was a big bug, man." And the guy in the background's like, "Yeah, dude, that was big." And he's like, "That landed right on my fucking face." And the guy's like, "Yeah, that was crazy." And he goes, "Damn, man, Kris Jenner's sending everything after me." He's electric. He's so fucking funny. He is so good, man.
That was very funny.
He's an all-timer. So I was like, I choose to believe him, and I actually kind of do. I'm just like, I don't think
that is so crazy. Like,
I think
to
that
set
would
up
be
your daughter's fucking.
That'd be a wild thing to keep lying about. Now, and that was the other thing. Kris Jenner went on James Corden at some point, the late night show, did a polygraph, and he straight up asked her, "Were you involved in Kim's sex tape?" And she goes like, "Oh, no." The crowd's like oohing and on. She's like, "Oh, no, I'm fine with this." Like, no. And the guy goes like, "Thumbs up, that's the truth." And Ray J's like, "He didn't even go to polygraph school." And then the final kicker, as he was really outing her, being like, she set up that third session to fuck on camera, blah, 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 his Instagram live just like craps out and the connection goes down.
All right, that's too much.
That's too much.
That's too much.
That's too much.
Yeah, you see,
I mean, that's too many. That's like
greedy
4
with it, Ray
things.
J. You got greedy with it.
I thought you were saying it's too much. It proved it.
No, I'm saying that was at least fake. At least that part.
That you just cut it down and then was like, yeah. Or Kris Jenner got on the phone with Instagram and said, cut the feed. So yeah, Kim.
She really is like the boogie monster. Huh? Like people just believe everything. Like it could be.
And somebody did say something like, no TMZ reports on this, no nothing, because they got TMZ in the fucking back pocket for sure.
But like Harry just like with Harvey just like admits that, right? Where he's like, yeah, whatever. Chris
it's like we said with Dan. Like, if we're friends, we're good.
What's that?
It's like we said with Dan. Like, if we're friends with you, we're not going to fuck you over and report about it. Oh, another thing. There was another one of those YouTube boxing pay-per-views. These Freddie Gibb and Austin McBroom. You're not going to know these guys at all. They're not even on.
Freddie Gibb, I feel like I know.
No, Freddie Gibb's the rapper.
Yeah.
It's what's his name? It's somebody Gibb, Ensign Gibb. It's definitely not Freddie Gibb. That would be funny. If Freddie Gibb fought Austin McBroom, it would be very funny. This guy's like a nobody. I don't even know. But his name is Gibb, or Jib, G-I-B.
Wait, Le'Veon Bell fought Adrian
Well, so
Peterson?
that's I'm building up to that one.
Okay.
They did this thing in an arena that fits 20K, and they sold 200 tickets.
What?
It was insane. If you can
how do you
Google that? Actually,
put that fight on?
It was because they're more about the pay-per-views than the live people there.
Oh, yeah.
But like, look at this dude. Like, there's just nobody there, and I'm sure a good 100 of those people are like media. Look, that's another shot of it too. Like, just an empty ass arena.
Bro, where are they?
I don't even know which arena it is. That's what's crazy is that like you know if you put on a rough and rowdy event and you just put up like the chairs and it's like, all right, we just sold out like this little section, so it looks fine. We weren't like I said, we're just doing the internet pay-per-views. We don't care about what it looks like. That's all well and good, but like, who has the sway to do that at an arena? Like you call up my friend James Dolan and be like, I want to do a KFC Radio Live. We're gonna set up chairs so it's only like 300 people, but we want to do it in the Garden. It's fucking nuts. I don't know how they did it. So this guy Austin McBroom, he actually. Do you remember when there was a beef with the YouTubers and Dave was at Logan Paul's house when it happened? Do you remember that? Dave was there and he was like, "What the fuck's going on?" He kind of got caught in like their little scrum. That was this guy Austin McBroom.
Oh, kind of. That kind of rings a bell.
He's a YouTuber. This guy's been talking shit, and he beat the fucking shit out of this guy Austin McBroom. Just like dominated the fuck out of him. But the main event, or no, not even the main event, like the undercard event, was Adrian Peterson versus Le'Veon Bell, and Le'Veon Bell just knocked him the fuck out. I think it was like I don't know how many minutes they were doing in the first round, but it's like a minute left in the first round. So I don't know if he had. Dude. Oh no, round 5. Sorry. I thought that was the first round for some reason. So it was in the 5th round. At least like they kind of went the distance, but he got absolutely. Look at that. His eyes. He got his bell rung, dude. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't tear his ACL too. The way he fell back like that. I do not know what if there was bad blood. I didn't hear about this until I saw the knockout on YouTube or on Twitter. Look at that, dude. He even did you see the way he's like I'm gonna hit you with my right hand, dude.
Yeah.
And then did it, and he didn't put it up at all. So Adrian Peterson, like Hall of Fame running back, I guess so. I don't know, maybe not. I don't know how the NFL Hall of Fame works. Hall of Fame
expertise, I would say yes.
Yeah, Hall of Fame running back. Amazing fucking touchdowns and highlight reels, and like, this is now in your fucking. In your obituary, they put this out there.
Yeah,
like why?
This one's for your kid.
Yeah, like what? How much could the bag have been, to be really worth it?
I don't know, man. Because guess
big?
what? I didn't know about this, so 99% of people don't know about this.
Right.
So I don't know. I bet you got $2 million.
But that's actually pretty decent. You think you got $2 million to do that?
Probably, right?
I don't know. It's like, I think a lot of it is he's broke. Is that what's going on? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he
you
had nearly
net worth
$100
of
million during his NFL career, and apparently he only has $1 million left.
Bro. But why? Like I don't know. Like
he spent it.
It's just like it's celebrity net worth. I have. It's fun to look at, but I don't know. I can't imagine he only has $1 million.
Bro, you start living your life like you are, I know Scott Storch is the famous producer.
Yeah.
He used to fly private everywhere. He had $100 million. It goes away real quick. If you're doing like $100,000 flights, you do flights all the time, $1 million will stack up really quick. And then if you only have 100 of those, I don't know, you can spend money, bro. You can do it real fucking quick. But anyway, that was I think Jake Paul can still move numbers, and I think he's smart enough that he will still have people. He will still get the right guys to fight, and he'll still be able to do it. I think for the rest of the world, the YouTube fake celebrity fighting is done. Like Rough and Rowdy is its own thing because it's good because it's not famous people and it's about the broadcast and the guests and the funniness of it all. I'm a YouTuber, I'm a TikToker, I'm a nobody, but I'm gonna be a real fighter. I think is gone.
You think so?
I mean
Jake Paul's fighting Anderson Silva this week.
But
right?
I think Jake is the one. Okay. I think Jake can still do it. I just think I don't know. Actually, I think KSI did it with a bunch of people.
Didn't he fight two people in one
night? I think he said he would. I don't know if he did, but they did 200,000.
I think he did. I remember Marty tweeting about it. I think he fought two people in one night.
That's pretty badass if he did. He did 200,000 downloads. So maybe I'm wrong, because I do remember seeing that. Jake Paul tweeted and was no joke, because KSI's ducking Jake Paul, and Jake Paul was all that bullshit aside, 200,000 download pay-per-views is a good number. Jake does 500K, so it was kind of that's good, little bro. That's good, little bro. But he'll fight KSI eventually.
So many. For someone to pay $50.
So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Thriving industry. Last thing here on 1 Minute Man. The King delivered his speech about his dead mom, and instantly we were reminded about his sausage fingers.
Oh yeah.
Now those look familiar.
I was under attack all week.
Somebody said the new crown, the new king or queen, will be decided by who can pull off Prince Charles's rings, the sword of the stone. Whoever has the power to remove the ring. Those are hooves.
Me, Charles, and pregnant chicks look like that.
Yo, the funny thing,
people with a sodium addiction.
The funny thing about his hooves are, because they're all fat, they almost all kind of look the same length. So they all look like thumbs to me.
Yeah,
it looks like a whole hand of thumbs. So it's just a claw.
It looks so much. That's what my hand looks like when I get in from skiing. It's all red.
Wait. Is that? Click on that one in the middle that has the three. Oh, those are actual sausages. I was like, wait, what's wrong there? That was a fucking actual sausage. I mean, those are things that you gotta put. Oh my God! It wasn't just like a bad day,
Bro.
you know. Like, oh, I did have a lot of sodium that weekend or whatever. Those
His
are.
hand looks like Andre the Giant. With
Yes.
his beard.
Yeah. Dude, that is atrocious.
I like how,
And-
dude. Me and Charles, though, we're not embarrassed about it. I'll fucking.
That's what I was gonna
I'll put
say.
my hands right out here. I don't give a shit. I'm not like
you
Uncle.
wouldn't- If you were Prince
Jack.
Charles, you wouldn't just be like this.
Nah,
or
dude,
hands
fuck
in your
it, man.
pockets or something.
Dude.
Jackie, could you imagine those paws like feeling you up? Imagine going to second base with King Charles. Just second base where those paws are just kind of copping a feel, grabbing that ass. That is disgusting. Imagine Prince Charles fingering his wife.
Dude, imagine being Prince Charles, and guess what? When I switch from my finger to my dick, it's a downgrade. Put the fingers back in.
Sorry.
Put the fingers back in.
Yeah, I got 10 of these babies. You know? These can go all night long.
That's the fingers for dicks question.
Yeah, there you go. Would you rather your fucking hands be dicks or this? Well, guess what? King Charles is already living it. I mean, you cannot have those things out in public.
Bro, you do a podcast with me while I hold this thing right here.
I know.
I actually.
if you were next in line to be the king of a country, I'd say, have you seen his fingers? Can't do that.
the picture of him drinking a beer actually really hits close to home because every picture I'm holding a glass in,
You look like
it looks just preposterous. Particularly because it's usually like a whiskey glass.
Because they're fat, they're small, and you're fat.
It's the whole thing.
Yeah,
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 it
yeah,
is.
Yeah, do we have like a little one?
It is. It is
To
not.
show the folks at home how stubby your.
I mean, they're absurd. I actually like. I don't
They're
even.
not that. I mean, well, you know, I'm looking at that. It's like they're not like King Charles, but they're close.
Yeah, but I mean, like me and him like don't have knuckles.
Yeah. Oh. I had a friend in high school. Well, he played football and he mashed his hands up so much that it was swollen all the time.
Yeah.
So his knuckles were indents because like here and the fingers were swollen, so they always just went in rather than like up. You know what I mean? That's kind of what you have. You have indent knuckles.
I'll give it a little shot. Dude, that was such a genuine.
Those are not great, man.
Yeah, bro. I know. I live with them.
It's just like I have small hands, but I think my fingers are skinny. You have small hands. You have the width of big fingers, but they're short.
I got girthy hands.
Yeah. It's like if you would have like another inch or 2 or 3 on your finger, your hands would be proportionate. But you don't, so they're stubby little sausages.
Dude,
They're Jimmy Dean's.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's something I live with. It doesn't define me, but it is.
It's a struggle every day. Oh my God, that one with the I mean that looks like it's about to fall off. That is disgusting.
Like, has anyone said, Charles, are you wearing your watch too tight?
Yeah,
Like,
right?
Are you getting blood flow? Bro.
That looks like a blister that needs to be popped.
If I ate lunch with King Charles, I'd throw up on the table and shoot myself in the fucking head. I mean, dude, you have ruined the experience of eating for me forever.
Wow, you guys just sit down. You sat down with the king? Yeah, and I threw up on him. Look at that thing. Look at that paw.
He said, "Bring in some finger foods," and I punched him in the face.
Finger foods with the king.
Only steaks.
Look at him putting it in his
Imagine
mouth.
watching him crack a lobster.
You know what? Pull that up. Do man hands on Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I bet you those
That's
hands.
why I don't know why I thought.
I bet you those hands look exactly like Prince Charles right now.
They're better.
When he's when the hands are touching Jerry's face. Like, I bet those are identical to.
I bet these are better
King
than
Chuck.
Charles's.
Yeah, because I think these ones are just like
A man's
hands, but they're no, those are great
those
hands. Those are just regular hands. They're not, they're bigger than a girl's hands, but they're not fat, swollen sausage fingers like the king. But yeah, that would be. See, I think Charles's hands are so stubby and fat that he actually can't do things like that.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't put them in there. They're not working. Okay, voicemail time.
Wiping his ass is a mess.
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
Charles actually doesn't wipe his ass. He's like, what if it slips
They
in?
probably don't. Voicemails today are brought to you by Allbirds, the footwear company that creates shoes that are made from natural materials. So that's better for you, and it's better for a little place I like to call the planet Earth.
The environment, I was going to say, but I
Yep.
guess, yep.
They have the Tree Runner sneaker, which makes me feel like Tree Runner makes me feel like I'm a like Native American chief. Like I'm like Tree Runner.
It certainly
You
is
know?
implied.
Yeah, right. Like you are a badass fast runner if you got the Tree Runners. They are made with premium natural materials and eucalyptus fiber.
Eucalyptus is having a big moment right now.
That's having it's a big thing. Mm-hmm. The world is giving eucalyptus right now. Yeah. I mean, if you tell me like, what are your sneakers made of? Rubber and leather. I got eucalyptus up in this bitch. They have breathable knit on the upper part of your foot to keep you cool, flexible. It's minimalistic and versatile. That means you can wear it out. Maybe if you're going to a bar at a music video and you don't want to, you want to look dressed up but not be too fancy, you can rock your Allbirds when you're there with Floyd recording his music video. Or if it's just effortless style every day in your house, hanging out, whatever, the Tree Runners can do it all. And you can get yours right now at allbirds.com. It's ALLBIRDS.com. Get your new favorite shoes for sunny days and any upcoming travel or any events at allbirds.com.
Yo, KFC, Feits, Nick, Pabs, Jackie, Big Cat. Question for everybody. So, if you could pick any superpower that you wanted, but it also came with getting cancer, and the cooler the superpower, the worse the cancer is. So, if you pick talking to fish, maybe it's just like skin cancer. But if you pick like Superman, then you get like brain cancer. What would you pick? What superpower would you pick? And what cancer would you get with it? Thank you, boys. Viva.
Ready? Blow your mind. My superpower is curing cancer. What happens there, John? What happens there? Your cancer gets so bad you can't.
You collapse into a black hole.
It's a one and done. You use it once, then you die.
Yeah. That's got to be it, right? Because it's got to be good enough that it's a superpower. But if it's as bad as your superpower is good, that means you're fucking dead. How about if you had the power to cure cancer, and it's a one and done? No, I mean it can't. Yeah. If you have the power to cure cancer, but you can only do it once, and you have cancer, would you use it on yourself or would you save somebody else? Like, would you save let's say you had a family member with if you had a little baby in your family?
Oh, baby, no one's gonna miss a baby.
baby,
dude. If I die, people come looking for me. No, the babies are barely even here.
That's kind of the thing is nobody even knows you well enough to miss you yet, dude. Yeah. Okay?
That's my experience with all potential babies. It's like, it's going to be one of us who's going to die.
Dude, have you seen Sam Morril's bit on the Holocaust?
No.
On his new special? I don't want to ruin it, but he said he was talking to somebody and they were like, Sam is Jewish and the person talking was not, and they were talking about how there are other people in the concentration camps who weren't Jewish. Yeah. And Sam was like, well, yeah, but can we play it or is that rude? I don't know. I feel like it's good for
No, we actually can't because Netflix owns it.
So Sam's like, they're like, yeah, other people besides Jewish people were in the concentration camps. And he was like, yes, but that was kind of our thing. He was like, you want to know what was worse than being a Jewish guy in a concentration camp? How about being the non-Jewish guy being like, I think there's been a mistake here. He goes, can I talk to a manager? Because I think something's wrong here.
I'm just a gypsy.
And then he goes, I guess Jehovah's Witnesses were rounded up there as well. And he goes, can you believe that there was a time where someone came knocking on their doors and bothered them? It's It's fucking funny. His special is great. He is tip top 1A, whatever you want to call it, joke writer in the world right now. Nobody's better than him. Go listen to Sam. Next voicemail. Oh no, we got to answer this question. I would do. Well, let's rank them. What's the top superpower?
Oh, dude, I'm not even thinking of superpowers.
You think of the cancer?
No, dude, I'm such an idiot. Yeah, I guess I should probably take a superpower.
What were you thinking of?
It's not even a
There's only two things in the
superpower.
question.
But I don't know why I was thinking as I could use it as superpowers. My shower is always warm right away.
Oh. Okay, that's okay. I'll allow that. That's not a superpower. That's like a your superpower would be like bam, you know,
Yeah.
you get what you want like on
Just the shower.
but just the shower.
Just the shower is really. I'm trying to think.
I'm like you. Like you said, I'll walk in the bathroom. I turn that bitch on. I start brushing my teeth, going to the bathroom, do whatever else. I'll let a good 500 gallons of hot water go down the drain.
I was doing that when we were in California, and I had the realization while we were there. I was like, "Oh, this place has problems with that, don't they?"
Yeah. Oh, I was letting.
Second we left, I was like, "Oh, they have a big problem with it."
You know what? I might have already given this fun fact, but I learned it watching Hulu. Probably the most effective commercial I've ever seen in my life. I think it was Cascade. It was a liquid detergent. And if you are going to clean 2 dishes in the sink, you're using more water than running the dishwasher.
I know. I heard that. I've heard that before because I
Most
complained-
effective commercial I've ever seen. I've been running the dishwasher nonstop since.
I my thing is I can't believe why does a dishwasher cycle take like 2 hours and 45 minutes?
I do not know.
It's fucking insane. And maybe it's because they're only using a little bit of water apparently. But like if I wash my dishes in the sink, you get some soap, you give it a scrub around, you get the edge, you clean it up. Now obviously that's not going to be as clean as a heavy duty dishwasher, but it's pretty close. Why does the dishwasher go for another 2 hours
Well, I don't
and
know
43 minutes?
I don't know that it is pretty close because I'm starting to think that the dishwasher's really not cleaning the things. If it's just, they're not using water.
Yeah. Well, it's like
I think
it's
it's just reusing the water.
well,
right?
that's the thing. It's like I think it does cycle in
Yeah.
some clean water at some point, but
It's using dirty water.
I think it's like scrubs and there is dirty water that like we did
Flushes out.
this about the dishwasher the laundry the washing machine clothing machine too. It gets out and then there's new water in, but I don't know. That's big water talking. Like, oh, you use more water if you don't use a dishwasher or whatever. Or that's big washing machine talking. Like, you got to get your washing.
Yeah, I
machine.
think it's a
Like, shut
detergent
up.
company selling detergent.
Yeah.
right?
That's the other thing. Those pods and shit, those don't fucking work.
No.
You can
I'm-
pour a little drip of laundry detergent. Your shit's clean. Instead, they want you to pour whole capfuls and use these little pods and shit. Fuck you. I'm on to you, Big Laundry. I know what you're doing.
It's kind of reminded me of the Mitch Hedberg bit where he's like, I'm wearing a shirt that is dry clean only, which means it is dirty. And,
It may be ironed, but that shit is dirty.
that's what my dishes are. But no, I used water.
You're dry cleaning your dishes. That's fine. So wait, what superpower are we doing?
Okay.
Let's rank the superpowers. I think that flight and strength are like way up at the top.
No, teleportation's one.
I guess. All right. Yes, I'll give you that. I think of that more as a science fiction. Well, all right, fuck it. It's a superpower. Okay, teleportation number 1. I agree.
What about like Deadpool, Wolverine, the healing shit?
Like invincibility.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so
you
we'll
still
say
feel
teleportation.
You feel pain, but you heal.
I think invincibility is one of those ones that gets sad after a while.
Yeah.
you want to die. You want
I
to
feel like everyone's like, I wish I was dead, dude.
Mm-hmm. But
you
invincible.
can't.
Invincible.
That's different than immortal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like invincible, I think means like you can't get hit and die, but like you could die of old age. I don't know how that works, but somehow it does.
Okay.
So, teleportation, invincibility.
I think telekinesis is up there.
You're reading minds. I think that's
No, that's telepath. Telekinesis is moving shit with your mind. So you never have to
I think that's fun, but I don't know if that.
what do you do with
You could have got the remote and stopped watching that baseball game.
Why do I care about that?
Well, what do we care about anything?
Yeah. No. But
moving things with your brain is
But,
is fun, but it's like same thing. Yeah, telekinesis. I don't want to read minds. I don't want to use my mind. I don't really want to know the future. I think I want. To be honest, I think I want to be a normal dude who can fly.
You're like the guy Angel in X-Men, dude with just the wings.
Yeah, Archangel can just fly around. I don't want wings. I want to be able to go.
Power mimicry?
Oh yeah.
I think if you put
Is that showing heroes up there?
I think if you put
Wow, bro.
at the very top teleportation and that shit, I'll take like a little bit down flight so that I don't get like pancreatic cancer. I get like testicular cancer. So I'll be flying around.
Testicular cancer is easy.
I'll be flying around with one ball.
Dude, no,
Flight's too high. Flight's still bad.
Yeah.
Like flight's bad cancer.
For sure, dude.
Okay.
Like, I'm
I
thinking-
actually think the way to go here is low cancer, low superpowers. Because guess what? Nobody has any superpowers. So even if you have like a little one, what's like the littlest? Probably telekinesis, where it's like I can just pick up this bottle and bring it to my fucking face, and then I have cancer, but I don't die of it. But I'm still like, people like flock to me because I have a superpower. Like our podcast would kill if I was a superhero.
That's true. That's
You know?
true. You're still just thinking better than me. I'm trying to think of one better than the shower and perfectly timing subway rides.
That's a good one.
I never have to wait on a subway platform again.
That actually is one in Deadpool. The chick Domino. She's just lucky.
Yeah.
Oh,
And that's it.
Oh, I have that one. Two grandfathers.
Two grandfathers. Not one, but two. I would like to be able to like headphones. Shoom, new pair of headphones.
Oh, I like that.
Like
I like that
Spider-Man.
only because I
Shoom,
can't
shoom.
find them.
That's what I mean.
I do that with
They're
my
gone.
I'd have so many holes in my walls. I would just be like, phone. He just comes to slam it
That would be
through.
cool. So maybe I'm in on telekinesis.
Yeah.
now. I think it would just be almost
Dude.
like, and there's just two pods every
I-
time. Just an unlimited like Pez dispenser.
I have to start. I have a real problem with losing my phone in my apartment, but it's always in the same place.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just like start leaving notes all over the place, like
Memento
dude,
style.
Dude, you left it by the toilet. You left it on the ledge by the toilet, dude.
You know what they should do, and maybe they have. I guess they did with Siri. I guess you can find your phone, like it beeps now if you.
Yeah, I've never done that.
Because I guess you need like an Apple Watch. You need another device to be like, where's my phone?
Right.
I need something that's like in my fucking brain or something. It's go, where's my phone? And it'll start beeping. Because if I need another fucking device, it's like, well, what if I lose that?
Imagine you guys treat your phone like Mjolnir. You're just like, phone. That'd be sick.
Hello. Yeah, that would be cool. All right, last voicemail is brought to you by
Second voicemail.
what? This is second? Oh fuck! All right, we gotta go.
Guys, I've never really done anything like this. I don't know if I'm supposed to have a confession or nothing. But for starters, I'm in love with Jackie.
Wait, run that back. 'Cause
And
I
I
love
have a
Jackie.
joke. What's the difference between a baby and a watermelon? One's fun to smash with a sledgehammer, and the other one's a watermelon.
What?
Is that just a dead baby joke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
In 2022.
Dude, the era of dead baby jokes were fucking golden.
Yeah,
I will,
those were fun.
I will give that. I think he thinks that's a little too, like, not a throwback joke. Because those throwback jokes, if you're acknowledging that, like, they're not a current thing, dead baby jokes were the fucking shit, dude. Dead baby jokes were the fucking shit. We used to just sit in our dorm in high school and just fucking tell dead baby jokes.
It was almost like
And they're all that. Every single joke is like that with
that's
mild
a misdirect at the
miscommunication.
end. Yeah.
Misdirection. I mean, where like what was the one? What's the difference between a Ferrari and a pile of dead babies? I don't have a Ferrari in my garage. that was my favorite.
How many dead babies does it take to paint a room? Depends on how hard you throw them.
What is that one?
How many dead babies does it take to paint a room? Depends on how hard you throw them.
Oh
Hey,
man.
Hang on, we're gonna do like.
You want to go do some dead babies?
yeah.
How about this is not a dead baby one. Do you know the garbanzo one?
No.
What's the difference between a garbanzo bean and a chickpea? No one pays to have a garbanzo bean on their face. You got it?
Yeah.
No? Jackie?
Can you say it one more time?
Nobody pays.
Oh my God.
Nobody pays to have a garbanzo bean on their face because people do pay to have a.
Oh god.
How do you get 100 babies into a bucket with a blender? How do you get them out with chips? This is awful.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a baby and an onion? No one cries when you chop up the baby.
Keep going.
I don't get this one. How do you make a dead baby float? A glass of soda water and 2 scoops of baby?
How do you make a
Oh, a baby float.
Baby like a
Like a root beer float.
yeah.
What bounces up and down at 100 miles an hour? A baby tied to the back of a truck.
I love when they're not even clever.
Yeah,
you know. Read that one.
What is brown and gurgles? A baby in a casserole?
Ugh. There was a time where these were.
I mean,
like, Anthony Jeselnik was like, selling out arenas for these things, right? Like this was it. This was like the pinnacle of comedy, and they still play.
Oh,
because you know what it is? It's so far fetched, that it's like even in the uptight culture today, I think people would be like, all right, we're obviously joking.
yeah. What's the difference between a baby and a pizza? A pizza doesn't scream. That's it. I used to heard that one.
It's not with the baby.
I used to heard that one told differently.
That was a different subject of the joke. All right, last voicemail of the day is brought to you by Movement. Join the movement today. It's an American watchmaker, good old US of A. They sell watches that are premium made. They sell sunglasses that are premium made, all the right materials, and all at an affordable price. So you can get a new watch that might have a leather band or a metal band or a big face or a small face, might be black or white or colored, and then you can match it to your sunglasses, which they have in all sorts of different styles, different shapes of lenses and frames, different colors, different materials there as well. And all of it, the watches start at just $95. The sunglasses are even more affordable than that. And you can elevate your look without breaking the bank. Go to mvmt.com/KFC. That's mvmt.com/KFC. You get 15% off. You get free returns and free shipping on your purchases. It's going to look like a department store, high quality, fancy, but it's going to be movement prices while still looking sharp. Go to mvmt.com/KFC.
This is really rude that this has to be a fucking video because fucking wolf. It's the first night of the NFL season. Fucking watching the Bills, drinking wine, and this is what I have to look like for work. And yeah, this is fucking rude. But my question, I am OG Blue Balls girl. So I've been listening, long time listener. I'm so excited that Big Head's back. I wanted to throw it back to your one of the funniest questions, which I feel like you guys have to go through if your answers have changed. Like, would you rather have the chef, the masseuse, or the personal driver? I think that was the three. If that's changed at all for you guys. And then my new question is, would you rather be, so like, think of like a neighborhood. Would you rather be the guy on the block that's super handy? So like, he is able to come over, he can make shit. He could fix everything in the house. He's super fucking handy. Everybody calls Handy Andy. He can come over. He could fix anything. Or would you rather be the richest guy on the block? Like, you have fuck you money, but you're not rich enough to really be an asshole. But
you think
got
that
the
this
Tesla.
is a valid question?
Maybe you have
for me and John?
Pool. Maybe you have some like bells and whistles, so you're like the rich guy on the block. But for me, I feel like I would rather be.
Wait, now I have a big dick too?
Than like the weird.
Are you
big
fucking
dick
kidding
rich
me?
Guy. Because like no matter what, if you're rich, and Handy Andy comes over and fixes shit for you, you're still like, God damn it, my wife wants.
All right, there is some validity to what she's saying.
I'm handy. No one's ever wanted to fuck me.
No, well, there is definitely like a porn like trope about that, right?
I don't even think it's a trope. I think it's like, you're a man.
There's an attractiveness. Yeah. I don't think people go over like, you have a plumbing issue and then like I fuck you in the ass. I don't think that doesn't happen. But I think that anytime the guy who like, I'll step up and change the tire for you, Nancy, or I can fix it. If it's right then and there in front of you, I think that sucks. Guess what? I don't fucking care. I don't want to be the guy who the neighborhood calls to do their chores for them. I don't care that your fucking faucet's leaky, Susan. Get your fucking rich husband to pay someone to do this. But in that moment, like that is the great equalizer where it's like I drive a fucking Lambo. I've got, millions of dollars. I do apparently have a big dick. I'm the man. But in that Lambo, you get a flat tire, or your house is flooding and you're about to lose everything because you don't know what to do, and this guy knows how to shut the water off and fix the leak or whatever it may be. In that moment, he is more of a man than you, or he's more important than you, and you kind of are like, oh fuck, shit.
Yeah. Oh,
You know?
I used to date a girl who had like actually it's like every girl I've ever dated. It was like from like a handy family. I don't know what they're rebelling. That's how they're fighting back. Like, that's it. I'm a fucking guy who doesn't know how to do shit.
I'm gonna find the biggest lump of shit with sausage fingers I can find. This guy couldn't even hammer this nail in if he wanted to. It'd be fucking.
But I had one girl where like they were all joking about my girlfriend's ex-boyfriend. About how he wasn't handy, like he's like the whole family sitting around making, which was weird anyway. I was like, why are we talking about this guy?
Yeah, wait, you were there dating her,
yeah,
and everyone was like, remember
your ex-boyfriend didn't even know how to use a screwdriver,
and you were just quietly like, what a fucking pussy that guy is.
Yeah,
someone hand me an Allen wrench. I mean, that is.
I had to Google what an Allen wrench was pretty recently.
Yo, it's an Allen key, right? Is it
Yeah,
an Allen
yeah,
wrench?
yeah.
That's
no, but it's called
that was what my joke was. But then I was like, wait a minute, maybe it's an Allen wrench too. But there's also Allen keys, so fuck you. I put together a basketball hoop the other day, and it was like, it was the feat of the century for me.
But it is like I it's almost like I feel their smugness. When they're like, someone's doing work, and he wouldn't even know how to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, but I'm paying you to do it.
Right.
So
I have reached a status in life that is above you. It's true. I'm better than you. I have more money.
That's how they count. That's what we call good points.
Yeah.
I have more good points than you.
I think it's like
this is a capitalistic society. One thing and one thing matters.
If the bomb goes off and we go back to like bricks and stones, then yeah, you are now king. As long as like money and brains matter.
As long as credit cards exist.
Yeah, as long as credit cards exist, I'm good.
This is my spot.
Otherwise, especially now, it's like you can have somebody. I'll have your problem fixed by like 2 p.m. every day. You know what I mean? Like those websites like Fiverr and shit, where it's just like, here's a website of people who are willing to do shit for money.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, you can fix all my problems. I wish I could do it. I wish I was more handy. I wish, like, when I think it's
like
cool.
the thing about being handy is like we're talking like the basic level of handy, right? Like,
yeah.
We could learn it in like a weekend.
Well, that's
we just
the
don't
thing.
put out the effort.
Yeah,
I can build a house, but
I
can
wish
figure
I
out,
was whatever, very proficient in it. If I could make shit with my hands, I think I would be proud of that. I'd be like, this is cool. And even if you never use it, just like knowing that you can do something, that's also I want to be able to fight. I don't want to like actually fight you. I just want to know that I could kick your ass if I needed to. It's like I know that I could, I could renovate this room or whatever it may be. I don't do it all the time, but I could.
Dude, the reason I looked at my Allen key, I like had broken my light boxer and needed to get a new shield or whatever. Which was a wild question. They asked me how I broke it. I was like, how the fuck do you think I broke the punching machine? But you take an Allen wrench or whatever the fuck it is to get the thing off, and I was looking for my toolkit, and I actually had one in my apartment.
Upset City.
It had in it a toothbrush, a box of nails, and one of those, like a really old hammer, like the kind they used to like fucking
the ball,
like to like kill a cow.
Yeah. What?
Isn't that
That's fucking. Is that a real thing? That's hilarious.
That's what those hammers look like.
This is the cow killer hammer. I wouldn't know. I highly doubt there's just a hammer they fucking whack.
Dude, there's a cow killing hammer.
There's a cow killing hammer.
Yeah.
There is. That thing?
No, I mean that was a little more axe-like, but everyone can picture the hammer I'm talking about.
I don't think I can.
Yeah, with the little ball on the end.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. No, we're talking about the same hammer. I think that's to kill cows.
They just hit him in the skull with a fucking. Do like ball. I think it's ball. It's ball hammer, ball point.
Yes.
Ball.
No, it's exactly.
That one. Yeah, those are cow hammers. Guys, Guys, those are called cow hammers. Why do you call it a cow hammer? Well, we kill cows with them.
I think we
That's
never in a
hilarious.
million years would have been able to predict that we were going to show ourselves as this unhandy. It's like, what's that handy?
I knew the word ball peen hammer, and I'm
You
proud
did,
of that.
you did,
What,
yes.
But what is a ball peen hammer actually used for? Because there's no way it's actually just cows. Like they might kill the cow with it, but there's no way that's the official meaning of a ball peen
cow
hammer.
hammer is such
Cow
a.
That's straight out of Sunny. Like Frank's got his gun and Charlie has his cow hammer.
What are ball?
Metalworking. I did think for a second that said meat working, and I was like, holy shit, you fucking killed the cow with the hammer. I do think, to answer the question finally, to wrap it up, like, if you went to a electrician or a mechanic or whatever, and you asked him this question, he's taking the money.
Yeah.
He'd be like, I'll give up all this bullshit to be fucking rich. Peace. I don't want to change your oil anymore. I want to be rich with a big dick, apparently. All right, voicemail time.
That is nice. We're going way over, so we gotta stop. But that is nice to like
Be rich with a big dick?
No, yeah, but the just like the ability to like know you're not getting fucked at the car dealership. Not car dealership,
There's a
auto
lot of
body
useful
shop.
shit. It's just not as good as having a lot of money.
Yeah.
It all adds up to right about here, and then having money's up here. Interview time. It's with Danny DeVito, the legend, and his beautiful daughter, wonderful daughter, Lucy DeVito. They're on a new show together that is very funny, and I gotta be honest, I didn't want to waste time in the interview discussing it, but you know they're infringing upon devil's advocates.
Yeah.
We have written a cartoon. Well, no, we've just written a show. Whether it might be live action. Who knows?
Have we written the show?
We've written the framework.
We talked about it.
We have the premise of several episodes.
Yes, that's true.
That's writing.
I don't remember them.
No.
but we did come up with premises.
I'll jog. I'll get it.
Yeah.
I'll unlock them. The devil's advocates.
That was like the first thing Jackie did for us 2 years ago. Was take notes at one of those meetings.
Oh, I thought you said she like made something about devil's advocates. I was
Oh,
like,
no.
what? Yeah, it's about two people doing PR for the devil. I'm not gonna say any more because I don't want you motherfuckers stealing any ideas. But their cartoon, Little Demon, is very similar to the idea of like making Satan and whatever like modern day in the world today. So
And really not that bad guy.
yeah, Satan's he's misunderstood. Yeah. Makes sense, you know. You want to laugh with the sinners and die with the saints. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a fun guy.
Awesome dude. So we talk about that, and of course, Always Sunny, and then like 40 minutes of anchovy talk. And I swear, it'll all make sense and it'll all be worth it. I know that's probably not the biggest plug, but it is.
Dude, it absolutely is. The smile on my face.
Oh, you
Like-
were howling when he talked about the fucking anchovies.
Dude, I mean, it's the
You were
funny
like,
part-
"Hey, you brought anchovies? You smash them." Yeah. You'll understand why.
And then when the interview ended, at one point during this interview, he gives us a not subscription, prescription recipe for some kind of anchovy pasta.
Which we will be making.
Danny, after the interview, was like, say that recipe back to me.
Yeah, he was like, I want to
He's
make
like,
sure
make
you
sure
got it.
you know it.
And that was
guess what? I
preposterous.
did not know
It was insane to think
So
that
he
would
went
know.
full another
gives
10
us-
minutes.
Yeah, he gave us like a solid 5 minutes of recipe instructions and then said, tell them back to me. It's like, oh, Danny, I stopped listening after the word anchovy. I had not been listening. I've been checked out. But it's a great interview. He really is an awesome dude. He's like the #1 draft pick for guys who you wish was like your dad or your grandpa. He's unreal. And then and we made his daughter uncomfortable a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's interesting. That's fun.
Not our fault.
No, in like a good way, like not in a bad way, but it's definitely like they didn't talk about this on the Today Show or whatever else you did. The interview today is brought to you by Backbone. What's holding you back from the ultimate gaming experience? So much, dude. Do we still have it here? Backbone is fucking dope. Backbone is like it turns your iPhone into a controller. You just stretch it out and put your phone in sideways, and you hook them in like this. So Backbone is fucking awesome. You take your phone, you gotta take it out of your case.
What the hell?
It is so fucking dope, man. This is perfect for guys like us. So it's like I need the whole like setup. I don't need even the console. I got my phone on me though. You just pull your shit apart. It plugs in right there, like a charger would. Boom. And as soon as you plug it in, it opens up to the app that you need. You sign in, you create your username.
And it's a PlayStation.
It's a PlayStation product. Has hundreds of games right here. Bam, bam, bam.
No
It's
way.
fucking so dope.
Twisted Metal?
Probably.
Yeah,
I think I have the app here.
If they have Twisted Metal, I am sold already.
Yeah, I mean, I think it has like hundreds of games, and it's just like, bam, you got it. Everything you need.
That's
is
very
fucking right
sick.
here. Yeah, right. Set your name up, get your settings.
I
set
hope
your home.
it's coming across how genuine I'm being right now.
Yeah,
'cause this
no,
thing
no.
is really sick.
It's very cool. So like, and it just has access to all the games that you want to download and play, and then when you're done, boom, done. Easy peasy. It's perfect for like people who are obsessed with gaming and awesome at it and need it like every second of their lives, and you have it like on the go. It's also perfect for guys like us where it's like, I don't need the whole thing, but if I do have this, I'm playing. So get your Backbone. It's like I said, it's officially licensed through PlayStation, so it's got everything through PS5, and for a limited time, you can get free access to over 350 console games and perks when you go to playbackbone.com/KFC. You can order your Backbone and get the free access to all the games. Right now, they are the official partner of Diablo Immortal. Not only is the game specifically optimized for Backbone, but you'll also get $10 worth of in-game perks that you can buy stuff and update stuff and whatever. So find your next adventure at playbackbone.com/KFC. It's Danny DeVito on KFC Radio once again. Let's talk to him. Condemned to anchovy life.
A tub of anchovies, drowned in a tub of anchovies. You guys, I think. You guys, I would put it in a big barrel.
Drown in a tub. We also learned that you almost drowned on the set of Always Sunny.
I did almost.
Because they were weighing you down too much or something?
What it was a scene where we sunk in a ship, and we were all going to die, and it was like we took over this cruise ship.
Yeah.
And I had a captain's uniform on.
Mhm.
So it was white and it was big, it was heavy. I mean, you've probably seen maybe the episode.
Definitely.
Anyway, the big thing is that when the ship was sinking, we did it in a tank. And we had to learn how to go underwater with the tube, right? Hold your breath. And you take the tube away.
Yeah.
Right? And you had the compressed air in your system. Now, you waited. We wait. We're going to hold hands. But I kept floating up because of this costume. So we stopping. And it's the only way to keep me on the ground that somebody came up with this great idea to stick a big band of weights around my stomach and a bandolero of weights across my chest under my costume to keep me down. And I said like an idiot.
Yes?
I said yes, like an idiot, not thinking that I got to swim up. You know what I'm saying? And when we did in rehearsal, swimming up was no problem. It was 20 feet to the surface.
That's still a lot. I mean,
yeah. So we go down, we pass around the tube, we go take a thing,
Take a
right?
hit of the oxygen.
Get the guy out of the way. Cameras are rolling, and we're holding hands, and we're supposed to die in this scene, and we're looking at each other
Yeah.
with doe-eyed looks,
Right.
And we're trying to, and I'm weighted down like I ain't moving, right? And everybody's down, looking at each other, and then the air is, they did it as quick as they could,
Sure.
and we
Then
all
time to go.
shot up.
Except
for me, right? And I swear to God, and what they tell you is you got to let out the air little by little,
Right.
otherwise you get the bends.
Yep.
Right.
So it's compressed air. So you have to go
Jesus.
bloop, 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 bloop. I was out of air. There was still like 5-6 feet to go. Thank God there was this stunt guy next to me.
Yeah.
He grabbed a hold of my bandolero around my waist, and he pushed me like a rocket right up to the thing. And if you had a camera up on top, you would have actually seen the real thing where you gasp for air when you come out.
It's a real life Jon Snow.
Oh man, it was
Jesus.
like scary as shit.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
All for one shot of the. We're not going for like the Oscar here in a
No,
big
it's like,
dramatic movie. It's another scene in the show you've done a million times before.
Funny.
Yeah.
So,
Imagine that. I almost died
so
for.
I don't do underwater work anymore.
No.
Yeah,
I stay away from the
walk-
under. Nah, I don't do
I don't
underwater.
Done with the wet
like
work.
Nah,
I was gonna say. I know. I'm sorry for you to even hear that.
Well,
It's
wait a
dramatic.
minute. If you pay me enough, I might do a little wet work.
Make sure you subscribe to KFC Radio on YouTube to get all the video content. subscribe, comment, like, and make sure you turn on the bell notifications so you know whenever new video content drops.
I want to say something, but the video has to be faster. That's it.